I love you with every ounce of who I am.
Right.
And offer you my hand,
I offer you my hand. What guy says that? What dude with a pair of testicles says something like that? This is our first chance to talk about the Bachelorette.
Excited for the poet?
She's getting married. She's getting married. Wait a minute. This is the guy who gave her the poem?
Oh, yeah. He's the big poet guy.
Jeez. This is the guy who, what was it? How many weeks ago?
Well, I think every week he gave her a poem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. What a disappointment that Trista turned out to be such a pussy lover. You know?
This kind of chick suck.
What the hell? Actually, that would be a better reality TV show if she was a pussy lover.
Yeah.
But not in this sense. I don't want to get into it right now. Let me save this audio. We'll play it later.
He was better for her.
Is that right?
Yes, I'm happy for that.
Then Charlie, you don't trust the guy with lamb chop sideburns?
Not really,
I
no.
understand.
Steven can relate to this guy with the poet.
Mm-hmm. And Steven can relate to Trista, what she's feeling, what she's thinking at all times.
That's right.
Steven's a pussy lover. He loves sensitive guys.
and offer you.
Here, I want to hear what he offers her his hand again.
I love you with every ounce of who I am.
Right.
And offer you my hand.
Is that the right phrase? I don't understand what that
You
means.
take a woman's hand in marriage.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But I've never heard a man offer a woman his hand.
But he's reversing the role.
Right.
Here's my leg.
Shake it all
I'll
about.
give you 9 of 10 toes because I still need one.
Right. Jeez.
Man, speaking of making offers for us to utilize, Marie,
Yes, sir.
your big break. Finally, a chance to sit in a chair and be treated like an equal.
I know, see?
And where are you? You got in a car accident?
It was nothing major, but still, it's like, annoying.
How come everything about you is probably nothing major?
Oh, quit.
But
I am the major.
Right, but you're here. You're here now. Is that what I am to understand? You're outside?
Yes, I am. I'm right outside the door.
But you got in a fender bender enough that you had to exchange information with some guy or some woman.
Yeah, some woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If only some guy would give his hand to Marie.
Oh, yeah.
When is that going to happen?
Ounce of who I am.
It happens all the time, believe it or not.
Oh, is that right? You get proposed to every day?
No, not proposed to.
And offer you my hand.
What?
He-Man.
Well, come on in already.
Okay, I'm coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
So our plan didn't quite work. It was supposed to make it so she wasn't able to come in.
Yeah, the guy that we hired to run into the back of her car.
Right.
Steven hired her.
We're stopping payment on the check.
Right.
Marie's going to be here for I said a couple of days ago, all 4 hours, she was going to be the fill-in host because yesterday we had a fill-in host of, who the hell was it now? I can't even remember. I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. It was who?
Constance.
Constance, that's right.
Were you here?
It was a fine show having Constance here. I mean, we played the game that people are now playing the home version of, I'm sure, all through the night of Who's the Dummy?
That's right.
Is Marie going to play that?
And then 2 days ago, we had the fill-in host of, who do we have 2 days ago?
Areola.
Oh, we had Areola. Now, today, we are going to have Marie. Now, the women that came before her to fill in for Terry Free, who's on her honeymoon all week, spent all 4 hours here in the studio. We already realized. It didn't take us really to the last minute before she walked in the door for us to realize that we couldn't tolerate Marie for 4 hours. So she's got a 2-hour window this morning, and she's already 15 minutes into it.
Yeah, it's already started.
That's right. I don't care about fender benders. We don't, push the clock back because she got in some kind of little minor traffic accident.
Now, she promised to back off on the perfume. What are the chances she did?
She's outside the door right now. She's wanting to get in, but the door's locked. Don't open the door yet.
This is all her time.
This is all part of her time.
Yeah.
Marie, what do you got there?
Exactly. Never said it better.
So now we only have to deal with her for an hour and 45 minutes. And then the last 2 hours will be filled this morning by who? It'll be by the winner of boot camp? Yes. The winner of boot camp, Trisha, will be here.
Lots to say
She
herself.
made it very clear that she wanted to be a fill-in host. Very clear.
Yeah.
Part of her broadcasting class. I
Yeah,
think.
she said, broadcasting class, this is her demo tape for the future.
This will be great.
Right. You want your demo tape when you hand it out all across the country on your way to becoming a big star. You want audio with some guy going, "What do you got there? Come on, show me those brats."
Right.
Well, currently on there is her having sex over glass with her sister. So
That's right.
this may be better.
This could be the highlight. All right, bring in Marie. Bring her in for a second. See what she looks like, all disheveled.
Take a whiff.
Yes.
Oh, man. I guarantee she did it.
All banged around. And then she got in that traffic accident, too. Marie! Oh, jeez! Give her the sniff test. Jimmy Fred, give her a sniff test. She does have some on? What, you can't go a day without wearing perfume? All we smell would be cooch?
I can't.
Why do you have to wear perfume? And what is that in your left hand? Is that an umbrella? Oh, all right. Man,
Umbrella. If you're from Seattle, you don't own an umbrella.
she can chew gum. Leave her alone. What the hell is this? Talk about going to broadcasting school. Day one at Syracuse, they taught him, don't go on the air with gum in your mouth.
Right. But at least he remembered it.
Yes, Marie. Marie, it's fascinating that you're here. After getting into a car accident and exchanging information, your insurance and all that stuff, it's got to be kind of pressing on your mind to even be sitting here.
Yes, it's kind of annoying.
Yes, where was your accident? How far away from the station? How close were you?
Almost at my
You were
house.
right by your house?
Right by my house.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah. Oh,
Now, Hotshot, you said
happen to me all the time.
things happen to you all the time?
That happened to me all the time.
Right. You get in an accident pretty much every day?
Well, just the other day I fell down the stairs at my customer's house. And it was like
Wow,
very
no
steep.
John should have to deal with that.
It was very steep.
You went over a customer's house and fell down a flight of stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at my
funny.
wrist. Look.
What?
There's
Look at what?
bruises.
Oh, bruises on your hands you're showing us?
On my hand.
Yes.
Stuff. So yeah,
Marie,
please treat me well today.
didn't
Yes.
we spend like a lot of time yesterday telling you that we didn't want you coming here stinking up the place?
Quit! I do not stink
You
up the place.
stink up the place. I smell it right now.
No, I put one dab of very wrong perfume. One here, and I did this.
And we're all inhaling it right now.
And I did this and this.
Yes, you put it behind your ears and on your wrists, and that's all it takes.
One drop.
I don't care if it's
One
if
drop.
it's 1/10 of one
You're
drop. It is
exaggerating,
stinking
man.
up the
Oh
place,
my-
and I'm
oh
getting nauseous already.
Quit. Stop
Minutes
it.
away from asphyxiation, man.
Stop
Get
it.
her in the shower right now. We spent a good portion of time pointing out how she reeks every time she comes in here.
Tim,
And then
are so exaggerating.
after all that, today is no different. Hotshot,
No,
you're closer
no,
to her.
no,
You're
no.
closer to her than anyone else right now here in the studio. Am
don't
I
lie.
exaggerating
Don't
or
lie,
not?
Scott.
Don't lie. Am I
lie.
exaggerating or not? You tell
It's
me.
the first thing you smell when she comes in.
Quit. Oh, you guys are bad.
Vera Wang would be rolling over in her freaking grave.
No,
if
no,
she could
no,
smell
no,
you
no.
right now.
Oh, no.
And she's alive.
No.
That tells you how horrified she would be.
Oh, she wouldn't. She created that fragrance.
I know, but she didn't create it for people to bathe in.
She created it to use one drop, and that's all I use.
One drop on your
And you
wrist would
do
have been
it on-
fine. But then you put it behind your ears and you put it
no,
up your ass.
That's the same drop.
Let's play that game.
So silly.
How big is the drop, by the way?
Oh my god.
Drop the whole bottle on yourself?
Right. You couldn't go today without wearing perfume.
I can't.
What we have smelt. What are you worried about? What are you masquerading? What are you hiding?
No, I just need a little bit of finesse,
And it serves you so well. You have so much finesse, you fall down flights of stairs.
Right.
That was not my fault.
Right.
No, that was the
Well, if you didn't have
actually,
clients-
that was the architect
If
that
you didn't have-
designed that
right, I'm sure.
flight of stairs.
And if you didn't have clients
he
pushing
should
you-
be locked up in jail for what he designed.
I'm sure he's minutes away from being incarcerated for life for designing a home that had a flight of stairs that was faulty
No,
enough that you...
seriously. Seriously.
How many stairs did you fall
I
down?
don't know, 15 or so.
Right.
Were you holding onto the handrail or something?
I was
Like the opening scene in Exorcist?
She was looking at me.
Boy.
And I can imagine that woman
All right, we're gonna
looking at me from the top of the stairs.
Listen to me carefully. You're gonna need. Well, I'm not talking to you. Wait a minute. We're gonna need a serious fan in here, or I'm not gonna be able to make it the 2 hours. I'm telling you. Do we have anybody around this office who has a fan on their desk? Steal it. Find me a fan.
You are unbelievable.
I am not unbelievable. I smell you from here. You don't. No one can smell themselves. People with horrible body odor don't know. People who wear too much perfume and cologne don't know. They're the last to know.
Yeah.
You wear way too much.
No, I used 1 drop.
Look, it's close
For
quarters here. We work in close
everything.
quarters. I mean, nobody wears any kind of perfume for this reason alone. There's like 5 people in a room.
I feel like it's in my throat now. I'm breathing it in. All right?
Okay, I'll go to the bathroom and wash it
Please
off.
do.
I will do that.
Or else we're going to throw you in the
Okay,
shower.
all
Because the
right.
molecules
No,
are sitting
please
on the
don't
back
throw
of my
me. No,
throat.
don't throw me in the shower.
Go to the bathroom
I
right
will
now.
wash
Yeah,
it
yeah,
off.
that's a better idea. Forget
Okay.
about the fan. Go get Pasty back here. Pasty's been sent down fan patrol
Pasty
now.
will wash me off?
Get Pasty back and make sure he takes her. No one's here this time of morning. He'll take you into the woman's bathroom and he'll scrub you down.
He will scrub me down.
Get that wire brush. And then we'll have you fill in for Terry and read stories and all that good stuff. Yeah, all right.
The T-Man.
Starting to get a headache. Put that fan closer to me, please. Did you go to the bathroom and wash that stuff off?
Yes, I
As the
did.
fan
Vera
should be
one
working
is
by now.
gone.
We
Vera
found
one is gone.
an industrial-sized
She's
fan. This is not some little blow fan on your face. This is a huge fan that we got from the engineering department.
Yes.
And it's blowing all over the studio now. Put the microphone by the fan, Hotshot.
You are so exaggerating. Oh my god.
Marie, see, that's the part you're not picking up on.
Yes.
We're not exaggerating, okay?
you are.
We've never had that sound on the program before. We've never had to spray the air around the way we're doing this morning.
There's new things when Marie comes in.
Marie,
What can I
we're
do?
having to blast a fan in the studio for the first time because you reek of perfume.
I do not. It was 1 drop of perfume.
1 drop.
Oh my! It was 1 drop.
I can only imagine, and I told you, we spent all yesterday preparing her to not smell like this. I can only imagine what you would have smelled like if we didn't spend all that time with you yesterday.
No, that's all I use.
I'm not exaggerating. I swear it's in my freaking lungs right now. And I don't believe you even scrubbed yourself.
I did too.
You know what I think?
I took a paper towel, poured water on it, and I totally washed it off.
I think you're lying. I think you went to the bathroom. You went to the ladies' room where no one could see what you're doing. You went in there. You didn't do a thing, but just sit there and giggle. And
Well,
you
do you
came
want
back
me
in here
Yeah.
waiting for me to say, "Oh, you smell perfect now, Maria." Then you would have went, "Aha! Aha! I didn't wash it off to you, man."
Oh no! I wouldn't do it to you. You know.
So you took a paper towel and you wiped yourself.
I did that. I did it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, it didn't
I did.
work. Turn off the fan for a
Lots of
second. I'm telling you,
water.
it's
Lots of water.
It's still coming from her, right?
Well, it's not coming from me.
Coming from your
It's hot shot
fan.
all
Well,
of a sudden.
I'm wondering if the fan is just blowing it around and it's bouncing around the studio, or if it's still her. I think it's still her. See, the fan's off, and I'm getting it worse now than ever. Second by second, it's getting worse.
Do you want to go to the bathroom with me and wash me
No,
off?
let's send Jimmy Fred Weeman, because that'll be a test as to whether he's learned anything from the last time he had some private
fine.
moments with you on the
Well,
air.
hey, listen, I'm so irresistible. He might not be able.
Now,
to.
wait a minute. If we send you to the bathroom with her to scrub her down because she can't be trusted on her own, can we feel confident that there'll be no walls that she gets pressed up against and you start breaking out the little Jimmy Fred Weeman tongue?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be safer to take her to the men's room than me going in the ladies' room.
Do it at once. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to start to get a migraine.
I don't want that to happen.
Okay.
Because then you'll take it out on me.
You don't want that to happen. So
No, I don't.
take off your little
I
headphones,
don't want to. I feel really bad.
your little headset. Don't feel bad, Marie. I'm glad we could actually have this talk with you, because all these years, you don't realize how you've been a walking, living, breathing stink pot.
But do you think she'll get it even
It's
after
one
this?
drop
She
of
obviously didn't get it from
fragrance.
yesterday. It's 1 drop of fragrance. That 1 drop must be
One drop, like smaller than a teardrop. It's smaller than a teardrop.
smaller than a
It's
teardrop.
just a little
Like the size of the ones we have in our eyes right now. From
Not being able to see straight. So what do you do with your perfume? This is Vera Wang perfume, and I got nothing
Vera
against Vera
Wang.
Wang. As a matter of fact, Angela wore a Vera Wang dress when we got married.
Well, there
last
you
week.
have.
But I despise Vera Wang right now because of you.
Well, what can I do?
So get out of that chair. I'll tell you
Okay.
exactly what you can do.
Okay, tell
Wait a minute,
me.
grab her by the arm if you have to, and pull her out of the
just be
studio.
careful with my arm.
Take a phone so we can hear the process of her being scrubbed down. I'm telling you, it's offensive, and she does not get it.
It's unbelievable because we asked her not to wear any. So in her mind, this is none.
She must have a pretty raunchy smell, and she's known to cover it up for years or something like that. Something is not mechanically right in her genitalia.
She doesn't use deodorant or never did.
I don't know what it is.
Covering it up.
But she has a very strong need to masquerade some kind of smell that she obviously is more fearful about than people obviously picking up on the fact that she just wears too much perfume.
Jimmy, hold on.
It's too much. He's ready. He's there. He's in the bathroom. And people are probably thinking we are exaggerating. We're not.
You can tell when she's been here. I mean, when you go...
I'll send her up to your room.
office.
I'll send her up to your room right now, Kilbrand, and you tell me if she's exaggerating.
Okay. I'd rather not, but because I know that she's pretty strong.
But she keeps saying that one drop, and it makes me think maybe maybe I'm too sensitive a nose, but you're sitting there dying as well.
I'm right next to her, and it's killing me.
How much could one drop really do?
It's more than a drop. And it's first thing in the morning. It's like she's going to the club to pick up guys. It's us. It's first thing in the morning. What do you need to pick me for?
Yeti.
You're in the bathroom?
I am. I brought with me some soft soap from the little kitchen area. It's Juicy Melon scent.
Oh, good. Yes. Go now. Start playing with the juicy melon. Go ahead.
Oh, I just turned the water on. I don't have my loofah, but I got some paper towels. And I guess you should probably get the pressure point areas
Wait a minute.
by the wrist. Yes.
It's a nice moment for you, don't you think?
This is wonderful.
Yes.
I got the pressure point on the left hand.
Right.
Pressure point on the right hand, right by the wrist. Now right underneath.
I hope he's not faking this, because I swear to you, this is not going to continue. I'm not going to be able to have her back in the studio if she's not completely scrubbed down.
She said I grabbed her wrist too hard.
Tell her you know she likes it that way.
You know you like it that way.
I don't hear enough from her. What is she doing? Is she...
Her hands are underneath the sink while I scrub her wrists.
Yeah.
Some more of that fruity melon stuff on.
Well.
Now I'm not wiping on the wrist.
Now when Trisha comes in, she's going to smell like crap because she's listening to this.
Juicy melon is better than what the alternative is.
The melons that you're handling there, are they ripe?
What?
Yeah.
No, they're not right.
Jimmy always thought this to himself about Marie. And now she is. Instead of the violent tongue. It's a nice moment for the little 5'2" guy.
I'm not 5'2". Enough of that.
What to think of what could have been.
Can you not help but lock eyes with Marie right now as you scrub her down?
No, I'm looking at her wrist.
Nothing like scrubbing a woman down than to really get yourself much closer to her than ever before.
This is unbelievable. I just smell the paper towels, and you could totally smell the perfume. I'm not lying, Marie. No, that is not melon.
This is melon.
Oh, jeez.
Someone tuning in just a couple of seconds ago.
Unbelievable.
You know you did. All right. That it almost did. It's happening right now. It shouldn't be. It's such a little heart.
You ever scrub my arms again?
Well, they'll be telling their grandchildren about this one day.
See, if this doesn't work, I don't know what to do.
Right. But you are scrubbing her thoroughly.
Yes.
I didn't need to snap at me.
He's a little on edge today.
I understand.
If you told me you were scrubbing thoroughly, I would believe you.
Okay.
What about the neck, Eric?
Wait, you just dropped your earring.
Oh, jeez.
It's got the earring with black hearts on it and a fake diamond.
So weaving, calling somebody else up for being cheap.
Yes. I love the promise. Jenny Fred. Has the water been shut off?
The water has been shut off.
You feel confident that she's completely scrubbed down and without any traces of perfume left on
the
her?
arms, the wrists. It's gotta be.
Okay.
This melon stuff's pretty strong, but it's not strong to the point where it'd be obnoxious.
Well, I have to send a neutral party out for the sniff test. Pasty! Head on out there and sniff her down. No one has a better bloodhound nose than you. All right. Head out to the bathroom where they're at. Oh, he's sprinting. He's a good man. You know that?
Quite the hustler.
Yes, he is.
I can hear him from in the bathroom sprinting. The hallways are shaking.
Yes.
Nice.
Big, oversized individual.
Unathletic.
Right.
He sure hustles.
He certainly sprints.
Yeah,
All right, he's here now. Do you want to talk to him?
Yes, I do.
All right, here's Pasty.
It's the sniff test. Pasty?
The sniffler.
Pasty.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. You obviously have taken on a very special role this morning. Do you know who you are?
I don't. Please don't.
The Sniffler. Starring the Sniffler. What do you got, Pasty?
I'm very excited. I got a theme song. No, I can still smell it. I can still smell it. I'm dead serious. I can still smell it.
Maybe it's just built in after all these years of just bathing in it.
It's permeated her skin.
Did you do your neck at all?
All right, turn the water back on, Pasty. Pasty?
Yes, sir.
Turn the water back on,
Okay, it's going back on.
and you scrub her down yourself, all right?
I think we might need this sponge with the loofah.
Now, Pasty.
You might need to take like the first layer of skin off.
Pasty's taking the reins. Yeah, if you have to take the first layer of skin off, then you do that, Pasty.
Okay.
Out by the sink, though, there's an SOS pad. That might
We
work.
each have one hand on Marie's neck here trying
She
to...
really needs to go to a spa and get completely loofah to the point where she's got 2 layers of epidermis removed.
At least exfoliated.
Yeah, it's still coming off on the rag. You can smell it when you rub it.
They're running a scrubbing train on her right
Do you
now.
have another shirt in your car? Because you might have it on your shirt already.
Tell him we'll give her a shirt.
We can give you a shirt. We can get a...
Steal a shirt out of the prize closet, whatever it takes. I swear to you, I'm not going to make it through the next hour.
Perfect. Grab one of those for us. I think there might be some on the shirt.
Smell the shirt.
Yeah, I think it's lower than just the neck.
All right, Pasty, you put on the shirt. She says it's 1 drop.
Oh, you mean one drop everywhere?
Right. You put on the shirt and you come in here and we'll see if we can smell it. All right, Pasty? Or have Weeman put on the shirt.
Okay.
It'll probably be a dress on him.
See if we can smell it on you. No, we have another shirt. You can take.
Yeah, we got shirts.
Yeah, just have her walk around in a bra until you get her another shirt.
It's a punishment.
Yes.
It's a penance for the little...
I mean, we prepared her for this. It's not like we didn't see this coming. We saw this coming. We know from Marie. We know she has these problems. We spent, like, how much time yesterday telling her, don't come in smelling like this. And yet she comes in smelling like a Vera Wang factory. And no one, it's amazing to me how polite people are in the Northwest. I can't take it. Because no one has told her through all these years that she reeks of perfume. And reeking of perfume is as bad as reeking of anything else.
That woman in the house probably pushed her down the stairs.
Man.
Smell bad.
Okay, she's changing now.
You're supposed to use it in moderation, and then it becomes a nice little accentuation to your existence.
When people get close to you, they smell it. You know, only the people you let that close to you. Not the whole bus that you're on.
Yeah,
a 100-yard
it's supposed
radius.
to be when people get intimate with you, then they get a sense of how terrific you smell. Not when they're on the other end of the bus. Exactly.
Weeman is changing right now.
He's changing into the shirt. He's putting the shirt on?
Yes, he's
Yeah,
putting
have Weeman come in with the shirt on.
taking his off right now.
It's a big baggy, I bet.
Yes, Marie is handing over the blouse to the Weeman, who is now putting it on, and we'll see if it's ensconced with the perfume.
I don't want to smell it.
Oh, but on Weeman will be such a boy.
A new Weeman.
That's right. It's a kinder and prettier Weeman.
Okay, he's heading in right now.
All right, good. He's coming in with a blouse on?
Yes.
Well, this should be
The
priceless.
scent will make him feel 6 feet tall, probably.
Right.
It's the perfect.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. You actually put the blouse on. With your hairy chest. How does a little guy have such a hairy chest like you? That is unbelievable.
What's the correlation between a hairy chest
I
and
don't
little-
want to think about it. I didn't realize how low cut it was until you put it on.
Yeah, I know. Until you
I didn't realize how low cut it just.
I didn't either.
It looked fine. It looked normal for a woman to be wearing a blouse like that. But now with Weeman, it's cut so low, you see all the hair on his chest.
Well, he's so flat. That's the problem.
I like chicks his size. I'm curiously aroused right now for some reason.
Jeez.
It's all over the shirt.
It is.
Chicks with that much hair.
It's unbelievable.
I'm starting to
She's
smell
such
it.
a liar.
She is.
How'd she only put one drop?
drop. She obviously has a very strong need to put
You
on
heard me tell her.
so much perfume to cover up something that she was teased about all through her 20s and 30s and 40s. How old is she? 90?
Right around there.
Mm-hmm. What do you have on her now, Pasty?
We just got some T-shirt on her.
Okay, good. Because taking off the shirt... All right, get that shirt out of here.
Yeah, I think this is a lot better.
Get your hairy chest out of here. Don't take it off in here.
Come on,
Go
man.
outside.
It's not shirts and skins time at the old gym.
That's right.
I think she's ready to come back in.
She smells better now?
Much better. I think a lot of it was the shirt.
Then why did she lie to us? She, it probably was a situation where she did put on a drop this morning, but she, over through the years, has put on so much perfume that blouse just reeks. She hadn't taken it to a dry cleaner in a long time. It stinks in here.
Why are people so scared of their natural body smell? I mean, if you bathe, it's not going to smell bad. Why do you want to cover that up?
Okay. I think we're ready to have Marie now be a co-host. If, in fact, what Pasty is saying is true. Pasty, you feel confident she's been scrubbed down and a new shirt has been applied?
I think we'll be all right.
Okay.
Her first hour's up.
Yes. How is she feeling right about now?
I think she's a little self-conscious still. She's really worried about coming back in there.
So I haven't heard anything from her. Why don't you ask her how she's doing right now?
How do you feel now? Do you think you're...
I feel fabulous. I feel fabulous.
Doesn't she want to thank us, and doesn't she appreciate how we've shown her the light?
Don't you think it would be appropriate to maybe thank us for showing you the light on...
Oh, thank you, kind sir.
She doesn't get
She
it.
thinks we haven't done her a service. We've done her a major service.
No, I don't think she does realize...
She doesn't
what we're
understand.
So get in her car and put more on.
She has no comprehension. Maybe it's something about being a foreigner. I don't know.
Silly. She'd go to her house and wash all of her clothes.
Silly foreigner. She has to forget washing all her clothes or take it to a dry cleaner. It's probably past that point. I'm willing, believe it or not. I mean, there have been charities that I feel the need to give to. This is now the biggest charity on my radar screen.
Right.
Getting her a new wardrobe is of the utmost importance.
I forget those homeless kids.
Save a village. Get Marie a new wardrobe.
The T-Man Tom.
Actually, at least now, it's at a point where it's tolerable. I honestly still smell it to a small extent. But it's tolerable. When you lost that blouse, you know what's really funny? Is Marie, when she came back in here during the break, said, "Did women really fit into that blouse? Because it's a petite small." And he did. He fit perfectly. It looked nice on him.
He'd have been a big hit at the club.
Yes.
Well, at
Marie.
least his muscles were bulging under.
Right.
Fabric,
Little biceps were going crazy. How do you tell us
Yes,
that you
sir.
only put a drop of perfume on your body when you had a blouse that is outside right now being fumigated because it reeks of perfume? How do you explain that?
Well, listen. Okay.
Do you wash that blouse?
No. Yes, it was just washed.
It was just washed?
Yes, it was just washed. It's a freshly washed shirt.
Right. So even the washing machine can't penetrate all the perfume you put on over the years.
Oh, well, there was the fabric softener.
What is it, Vera Wang fabric softener?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay, whatever. The bottom line is, at least now it's tolerable. Now you have you have the amount of
Okay, I'm
perfume
glad.
on.
I'm glad.
You have the amount of perfume on that's a little bit overboard, but it's tolerable, and this is the amount that you should never go over again. All right? And you have a T-shirt on now. It's an extra large Pyramid Ale T-shirt.
All right.
And you look better than you did in that blouse. I'll
I
tell you that
don't
right
think
now.
so. I
The fact that
don't
you have it tied up like your Sandra D in Greece also works for me. Like your Daisy Duke. Does anyone tie up their T-shirts anymore these days? I'm trying to think of someone more modern.
Well, I can swim in that T-shirt. Look at how big it is.
Right.
I wear small
I
petite,
understand.
you know.
Right.
Yeah, not
You and the
double
women.
extra large. Yeah.
You and women could share clothes. But now you're at least at a point where you can start filling the duties of the 24-hour contract that you signed to be here.
Yes.
As a
sir.
co-host, filling in for Terry Free,
All right.
what was that? Whose stomach was that? Was that Marie's?
No.
Did you hear that?
I heard it,
Do I
yeah.
have to replay the tape to prove that someone's
It was
stomach was
somebody's.
growled?
It may have been mine, but I don't
Wasn't-
think so.
It was not my stomach. It was yours.
Was it your throat?
I don't know. Don't make me nervous.
Right. Should I let the stomach sound go? Or
No,
I
it
don't wanna
was
hear it
not.
back.
No, it was not me.
Should we try
It
to
was
get
not
someone to
me.
break down and admit whose stomach it was? You think it was yours?
It may have been mine. I don't know.
I don't want to know.
I didn't.
All right.
That was a big
Okay,
one, whoever
fine.
it was. Sizable.
Nice.
Right. Marie,
Yes.
tell us what you got there.
Oh, listen to this.
Right.
Okay. A hot cocktail waitress.
Yeah. A hot what now?
A hot cocktail
Yes.
waitress
Oh.
passed up a night of a naughtiness
Right.
with George Clooney.
With Judge Clooney.
With George Clooney.
Right.
For
Any relation to
Tom
Judge Judy?
Jones.
For Tom Jones?
For Tom Jones.
What, are you trying to find stories this morning that have a relationship to your own generation? Is that what you're doing?
Well, yeah, you know, my generation. is
Where
also-
did this happen, Marie? Are you making these things up or what?
No, I'm not. I'm reading it out of
Passed
the
up
copy.
Judge Clooney,
Yes, George Clooney.
the son of Judge Judy,
No,
for
George Clooney
Right.
turned on his boyish charm to try to woo a hot cocktail waitress.
what do you read right off the copy?
Right off the copy.
Right. You're supposed to smack the copy when you say that.
Okay,
right
well,
off the
no,
copy.
listen. Right off the copy. There
Right.
you have it.
Yes.
See? Okay.
It's fascinating,
So
Marie.
he was trying to woo that cocktail waitress.
Right, Marie.
Back to his hotel room after the London premiere
The fact that you're not.
of Confession of Dangerous Mind.
The fact that Pat O'Brien hasn't recruited you as the co-star of Access Hollywood.
It's beyond me.
It's beyond me,
yes,
Marie.
Yeah, it's beyond me
Because
too.
the way you read the story, it's just so dazzling.
I know.
I feel like I'm sitting next to Judge Clooney right
See,
now.
It's like we're in an English as a second language class.
Maybe-
She's reading out of
maybe-
the textbook.
Well, I would rather you say that you feel like sitting beside that cocktail waitress.
Yes.
Boy.
Now, Marie,
Yes,
it is
yeah.
your position over there to pick out the interesting stories.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes. And,
Who turned George Clooney down?
well, apparently,
for Tom Jones.
a hot cocktail tatress.
Yeah.
But, Marie, you're not only supposed to pick out the interesting stories, you're not supposed to read them like you're, in a English as a second language class.
Yes.
You're supposed to put them in your own words to some extent. We have the same problem with Terry Free. And then you're supposed to enlighten us on the news of the morning. Do you feel like you did that? Do you feel like it was mission accomplished with story number one, yes or no?
Maybe not.
Okay. So you
least
realize
you
you have,
realize,
at least you realize you have room for
Yes,
improvement.
Yeah,
right?
I have definitely room for
Okay.
improvement.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And with story number two, we expect a little bit of improvement as far as getting the messages across of what people need to know about, as far as things they may not be aware of, and being entertaining at the same time. That's what your contract says.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, listen to this.
Right.
Fox Television
Yes.
is thinking about doing a second Joe Millionaire.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
And how do they plan to pull that one off? No, we're telling you this time he
you
really
know,
is a millionaire.
That's for everybody to see,
Right.
because
Lord only knows how they can. I guess it's not hard to find women you can dupe. Is that what you're saying? To such a degree
it's
that
not hard.
they'll buy into the Joe Millionaire concept a second time around?
Oh yeah, they'll buy into it.
Joe Millionaire was so successful the first run that they have to put it back on. It was the greatest success story in the history of Fox TV.
I never watched
Fox
one
may,
episode.
Fox may win the February sweeps because of Joe Millionaire.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Now, if you're enjoying this, ladies and gentlemen, wait till tomorrow morning when this woman is part co-host of the festivities.
Good morning to you, my
Now, there are other things to worry about with Audrey. We won't have to worry about the perfume reeking. We won't have to worry about language barriers.
You just have to worry about me molesting the staff.
Aha! There are just other issues we have to focus on when Audrey comes down, and then we can't even have somebody do a whole show anymore. We have too many people wanting to come in and be the co-host. Audrey's coming in tomorrow with Star and Star's mom.
Oh, man.
And
that'll be fun.
and others on the final day before Terry Free comes back from her honeymoon. And we learned last night, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it has been confirmed. We got it across the wires. Terry Free, some point last night, on day number 6 of her honeymoon, found a way to untie her tubes.
Ooh, wow. Well, congratulations to them.
Been a big, successful honeymoon for Terry Free.
It was double knotted, so it took extra time.
I
Right?
don't know what the problem was, but you can mark it on your scorecards. It was day number 6 that Terry Free and new husband found a way to untie her tubes.
And the kids all around.
In the grandstand, we're cheering away. Yes, they were. Do you remember your honeymoon and your marriage there, Marie?
Yes.
How long
Actually,
ago?
it's kind of foggy because I want to
Right,
block
like the rest
it
of you.
off.
What year was it that you got married, Marie?
I don't want to hear this for some reason.
What?
Were there
Say
were there
again.
working automobiles? Were there? What year was it? I'm asking that you got married. You've been married only once, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Let's
think
guess.
we still rode in this horse pulled
Horse and
carriage,
buggy?
you know.
Right.
Yeah.
What year was it, Marie? I'm being
What
very
year
serious.
was it?
Wanting
It was
to know.
19. Believe it or not, 70.
1970.
79. No, sorry, 1978.
You were married in 1978.
1978.
I was 8 years old.
Oh, poor
And you were being married for the
baby.
first
And I was
time.
being married. I was kind of young too, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure.
30.
I'm sure.
Where'd you go on the big honeymoon?
I don't think we went anywhere.
Right down to the Best Western.
You got married in 1978 and you got divorced
yes.
when, Marie?
Just 3 years ago. 3 years. Yeah, 4 years ago.
So when you first started making calls to this program, you were still a married woman?
Yes. It was 5 years ago.
And this show probably put the final nail in the coffin. Is that what we are to understand? Yeah!
Definitely.
So you were married almost a good 20 years.
20 years, yes.
Imagine what that guy's
Over
clothes must
20
smell
years.
like now.
How many years of happiness would you say you had inside of your 20-year marriage?
I don't know, 1.
1 year?
Yeah.
What year was that? Oh, we got lucky in 1986, Steven.
Hell of a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about that.
What year was it that you were happy? Was it
Why
1978?
was I happy?
Couldn't have been 78. You didn't go on a honeymoon.
No.
What
no.
year was it that you were happy?
Well, I would say maybe early 90s.
Early 90s.
91, 92.
You had one good year.
Yeah.
Then why was that? You wanted a year sabbatical?
Why? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's beyond me, you know.
But
Why?
pretty much your entire marriage, was it just complete, intolerable mess?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I
Brought you
mean,
your beautiful daughter.
Not to that extent. I have 2 beautiful kids. Yeah.
Well,
So, you
so
know.
where's the ex-hubby now? As
he's
far
in-
away as you possibly could have
as
gotten?
far as- it's 3,000 miles away.
Where is he?
Toronto.
Toronto? Can we call him?
No.
No, that'd be interesting.
Oh, yeah. That would be.
What if he answered the phone? Hello?
It's Hans.
No, he would. He would.
I
answer
missed the
phone.
Vanna Wang! What would he say if he was on right now? Would he be very supportive of you? Would
No, he would say
hates
I'm
you.
a crazy bitch.
Oh, yes! Would he be accurate in that assessment or no?
You know, yeah, sometimes.
Right. But since you've been divorced, you've made it very clear that men have been banging down your door.
Oh, yeah, they always were.
Yes.
Even when I was
Even when you were married. Because you were kind of playing around when you were married? Is that what we are to understand?
No, I was not.
But men were banging down your door.
Men were always attracted to me.
Right. How would you know if they weren't?
Oh, if they weren't?
Yeah, if they weren't, what would you pick up on? If you said, what was that? Is that
Audrey.
That's Audrey's still on the line?
By the way.
You're still there, Audrey?
T-menus.
Yes.
Thought Steven was smoking in the studio.
I don't know what. I thought it was kill breath. You okay, Audrey?
Yeah, I have a sinus infection. I'm sorry.
Okay, we can't wait for that tomorrow morning. All right, rest up, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll see you down here tomorrow.
All
All
right.
right, hang on, because Wayman wants to talk to you.
Okay.
There. What time is she coming in tomorrow? What is her hour slot? Oh, we'll figure it out. Now, where was I?
Oh, you
What was I
were-
talking about?
Her husband.
Her being a crazy bitch?
Yes.
Oh.
I thought we got past that.
Well, no, you
was
asked her
just-
how would she know if men weren't
Oh,
attracted
yeah.
to her?
What would you be
how
able to
they
pick up on?
weren't.
If the day came that you sensed that men weren't into you, what things would you see?
Well, that day didn't come yet, so I cannot say because I
Okay, so
haven't
what,
experienced
what
that.
things are you seeing that leads you to an unbelievable, clear conclusion that men are just always attracted to you? What things on a daily basis do you pick up on?
Because they always they always ask me out. They flirt.
So on
with
a
me.
daily
They want
basis-
to go on dates.
On a
with
daily
me.
basis,
On
you
daily
get asked
basis.
out.
Yes.
See, I think Wayman just added to her blown out of proportion perspective by pressing her up against a wall and tonguing her.
Now she thinks we're all into her.
She thinks every guy's into it.
Yep.
And
Not every guy,
No, you're not an
but-
unattractive older lady, Marie. But you're
Yes.
not blowing the doors off the world either. You got to know that, right?
I'll tell you something.
Right.
If all women my age
Look like you.
look like me,
The world would be a much prettier
would be
place.
much prettier.
Okay.
How did you know that?
I can read your thoughts.
You read minds, man.
That's right.
Yes,
and that is
it
not.
would be. And it
I'll
would be.
tell you that's not an unfair comment. If
Yes.
every woman who's 74 looked as good and in shape as you did, then yes. But you're telling me you want us to believe that on a day-to-day basis you get it. How many times a week do you get asked out? 7 times?
I don't know. No, not 7
No.
because I take time off. You know, I
You take
don't-
time off
I
from
take time off from
going out.
seeing, from going
seeing
out,
people.
from seeing
Some days you just wake up and you say, "I'm not
Some
seeing people
days-
today."
Some days I'm just staying in bed all day.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm not seeing
Do you
people.
put on perfume on those days?
Yeah.
You do.
7 times a year, maybe.
Perfume has to be.
Steven is offering that he doesn't believe you get asked out more than 7 times a year. Is that not
no.
true?
No, that's not true.
How many times a month would you say you get asked out?
Oh, God. I don't count, T-Man. I know I get lots of attention.
It would be a futile effort to count. It's that high.
You may get attention, but people aren't.
Yes, they ask me out.
They ask you out.
Yes, they do.
How many times a month? Give me a
I
ballpark
don't-
figure. Give me a round estimate.
Okay, man has how many days? 30?
30 days
let's
on the
say.
average, yes, we'll say,
Okay.
yes.
Well, then I would say 15 at least.
15 times a
Yes.
month at least. You get asked out for dinners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And how many of those
Movies.
invitations? Movies. How many of those invitations do you accept every month?
Just very few.
Very few means
maybe one
14?
Or, maybe one or two.
Maybe 1 or 2.
Yes.
Steven?
It's not people driving by saying, "Hey, baby, how much?" That doesn't count.
Hello, prostitution!
Oh, no, Steven. I did not expect that from you.
Steven? Do you, obviously, it's fair to say that you don't believe she gets asked out 15 times a month.
I think that she gets a lot of attention and that people are into her, but I don't think people are physically asking her out all that often. I mean, I think she has a little perception problem.
So, how many times do you think she gets asked out a month?
Actually asked out, like to go somewhere?
Yeah, the same guy every time doesn't count, Marie. Just because there's some
It's not just...
there's some crackpot guy out there that keeps asking you out every day, that doesn't mean you get asked out 15 times a month.
Oh, this today is so big for my ego.
These are
you know?
different. These are
Oh,
different
man,
guys.
I can't wait
Well,
for tomorrow.
are you saying these are different guys that ask you out 15 times? 15 different guys a month ask you out.
Sometimes there is the same guy. Sometimes there's different guys.
Different guys.
Sometimes there are persistent guys.
Persistent guys. Does persistence pay off with you or no?
If it doesn't work for me, it doesn't.
So
pay
if
off.
you said no the first time, you're going to say no the 73rd time.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Steven.
I think you can bang down that Marie door and get through, though.
You're
I
on the
don't
air.
think so.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm on the air?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, this is Trinity. Hey, Maria, you have a sexy voice, and I want to ask you out.
Oh, that's like my theory.
You're screwing it up for us, man.
Hey, see, maybe that voice does it for me. You know, on top of
very much
everything
so.
else.
Can we beat that fake accent out of you or what? Can we do that right now? Because Steven has always... I never believed for a
please
second that
try,
it was a fake
please.
accent, but he's always thought it's been a fake accent all these
Well,
years.
please try to beat it out of me.
Oh, jeez.
I will still have sexy voice though.
Oh,
you know,
jeez.
even without an accent.
Now, Marie,
Yes, sir.
you're going to continue to find stories this morning.
Oh, sure.
You're going to fulfill the duties as a co-host, filling in for Terry Free.
Absolutely.
Do you feel that in the first hour so far you've done a real solid job filling in for Terry Free?
Yes.
Well, the answer would be no. But it just shows how your perception's off, but there's room for improvement.
So do we dock her an hour's pay?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
She doesn't get paid for the first hour. She didn't come to work
Thank-
prepared.
Your 24-hour contract has
Yes.
just had an hour voided.
Oh,
And she was late, too.
that was not my fault.
Yeah, what do you take us for here,
please
man?
forgive
We're a
me
reputable
for that.
business.
Continue to find stories
Oh, yes, I will.
and continue to
I
do your
will.
duties as co-host, please.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
A Federal Way dentist is prohibited from seeing female and underage patients tonight
Right.
following accusations.
You can see him all day today, though. Just last night, I guess. He was prohibited from seeing female
A
patients.
Federal Way dentist is prohibited from seeing female and underage patients tonight following accusations of sexual misconduct. The state placed an immediate restriction on the license of Federal Way dentist Jeffrey Burgess today.
Right.
He's accused of touching a patient's breast,
Oh, jeez!
offering dental service in exchange for a massage, and kissing a patient's forehead. Burgess is also accused of allowing unlicensed...
Kiss in the forehead. That's going too far now. I mean, you can't be doing that.
Makes people feel more comfortable, probably.
Look,
Like a
if you don't
dental
have
chair.
if you don't have benefits, you need to get your teeth fixed.
Steven obviously requests that. Well, I mean, are you going to kiss me on the forehead before you start this, or what?
Yeah, and a lollipop and everything. That's what it's all
Burgess
about.
is also accused of allowing unlicensed assistant to administer shots. Burgess is not charged with any crime.
Well, but he can't see any female or underage patients, so it's all guys. You got to be very clear, Marie, and you should know this, what your patient means right before he says, I'm about to drill you.
Yeah, I will be.
Okay?
Oh, I will be so careful.
Yes. You can't be too careful in this world.
You can't. Obviously, you can't.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Marie, listener to the stars, dysfunctional family member Marie, is filling in this morning. All week long, we're just having your average listeners out there. Well, obviously, they're not that average because they're dysfunctional family members, but nonetheless, they are members of the listening audience. And they are under 24-hour contracts to co-host the replacement of Terry Free, who's on her honeymoon. Now, Marie won't let us call her ex-husband.
No.
Why? I don't know. Why can't we talk to him?
Because
you don't hate the man, do you?
I do not hate him. I have no feelings for that.
You have no feelings. It's not a feeling.
It's just neutral right now.
You're
I'm
indifferent.
Neutral. Indifferent.
There's not a feeling you have when you think about him.
No.
When did you talk to him last?
A month ago.
Okay, so if you have no feelings, you wouldn't mind
Well,
that.
he calls my daughter, so sometimes I answer the phone, and and I just say.
Is he allowed to call? Do you have a restraining order against him or no? What happened? What went so wrong? Did he beat you? Were you beaten?
Yes, he
you were a
did.
beaten wife?
Yes, believe it or not.
Regularly beating.
Well, not regularly.
You got your regular beatings like every other Thursday or something like that.
No, it wasn't that regular.
What was it?
He was a very insecure man.
Right.
And since I used to get, and still do, a lot of attention from men,
He
would always
take you home and beat you in the backyard.
Yes. He would always
like a common dog.
Pretty much.
Should have been flattered by the attention you were getting.
Because everyone beats the
He
dog.
should have been, yes. He should have been.
Right.
He was crazy. He would not let me wear, like, if I wore nice clothes and I looked really hot.
Right.
He would not let me out of the house. I was going to school. He would not let me go to school.
Now, was he a Polish guy like you? Was he a big Polishman?
Yes.
He was?
Yes.
And he came over to this country with you?
Yeah.
Did he have a big Polish sausage?
It's all right.
It was all right.
Yeah, it's not.
It wasn't a kielbasa.
No.
I mean, the fact that you used to tell Polak jokes in front of him probably didn't help the cause either. I mean, it wasn't very nice.
Well.
No. It's in the past, T-Man.
So were you beaten regularly, or was it just something that happened once?
It's just, it would happen, like, if he would think that, some guy was talking to me on the street. Who is he? Is he your lover?
It would always happen
No,
in
I've never seen him in my life.
Oh, no, she's reliving it right now. Ladies and gentlemen.
Watch out. Somebody hit her.
It would always happen in a jealous rage. That would always be the symptoms of it.
It usually
Whenever
was
he
a
got
jealous rage.
Whenever he got jealous about other guys paying you too much attention, or you paying a little bit of attention to another guy.
I would even smile to somebody, and that was enough.
Well, why were you smiling at other guys?
Hey,
you
I'm smiling. Look at me.
You
I'm
deserve
so
a backhand across the face.
I have
So you would smile.
face. I like to smile.
You have a happy, smiley face.
I have a happy, smiley face.
And you would smile at other guys, and then before you knew it, you had a fat lip.
Yeah. Or black eye.
Or black. You had black eyes in your life?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
I did.
And you tolerated that? You put up with that?
I guess.
Did you ever tell him that it's not acceptable? Is there anything you ever said?
He till now, I think he still thinks that it is acceptable.
Did you ever fire back at him and say anything?
I would throw a crystal, vase on him or something.
You would throw a vase on him? Mm-hmm. You never threatened him or did anything?
Last time. Okay, that was the last time. 10 years ago.
The last time he hit you was 10 years ago.
11, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was some stupid thing because I was talking to his friend and.
Oh, his friend? He was jealous of his own friends?
It was friend, yeah.
Right.
And we went to buy a little bike for my daughter.
Right.
So we are coming home and then he just started hitting me.
Right, in the car.
No.
Where most beatings take place.
No.
At home. Where most
at
beatings take place.
At home.
Yes.
And then I said, on that day, if you hit me one more time,
Oh, jeez.
I will slash your throat when you're asleep.
Ow!
So did he stop, or?
That was the last time he ever hit her.
He never hit me again.
Wow. That's kind of scary to have your throat slashed in the night.
Hell yeah.
Hard to
and
sleep
I
in
was
peace.
really serious
And he
about
looked at you and he saw the seriousness in your eyes.
Seriousness in my
you were
eyes.
not smiling at him like you did other men.
No.
Hey, he says, "Oh, that's a good compromise."
At this point, no.
You said to him, you looked at him after the bike was purchased. Key point.
Well,
of
the
story.
bike, the bike. See, okay,
Right,
that was the, no,
but
that
you
was
looked at
weird.
him. You looked at him, and you said to him, "If you hit me one more time
I will
on this
slash your
planet that we
throat.
call Earth, I will
Yes.
slash your throat in the
when
night."
you're asleep.
Slash your throat.
Right.
Because
said,
he's
"What's a
too big
throat?"
for me. I mean, he's 6'3" guy, 220 pounds.
Right.
Yeah, you better do it when he's sleeping.
So,
you got no shot if
you
he's
know,
awake.
I wouldn't. I'm 5'3" and 125 pounds. So
And
I
let's
had no
say he
shot.
had hit you after that. Would you have really done something like that? You could have.
I could have.
Wow. What a story. We didn't know she had this kind of rage.
Well, you know, there's one point in your life when enough is enough.
Did he have
And
one of
then
those
you
big
just,
Polish
you know,
sausages?
That could have been a Lifetime movie about this had it have happened.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe your story hasn't been on the USA
There
Network in a lifetime.
still can be a Lifetime movie, believe me.
Really? Who would
With all
play
the
you? Who
stories.
would play you, Marie?
Me.
Well, who, if I had obviously you're not a great actress. You're not very
come
talented in
on.
any facet that we could find.
What about,
Oh, my God.
What
Yeah.
actress out there do you think best would portray you? You never thought about that?
Yes.
Sally Field?
Yeah, here comes the distorted perception right here. Let's see
Hey,
it.
she's older than I am. Come on.
Who plays Marie in the movie? And the key line, the Oscar-winning line in that movie
Well, would
is,
she have to have an accent?
"You hit me one more time and I slash your throat in the night."
I think I see Joyce DeWitt.
Wow.
She probably thinks Kate Hudson. Something
Yeah,
like
right,
that.
exactly.
Joyce DeWitt.
What is she doing?
Well,
Lord only knows.
She's available, I'm sure.
Slashing throats in the night for all we know.
well,
And now here you sit years later
I am
as
a
a
very harmless
co-host.
person, but
under
you
a-
know, I would never let anybody hit me again in my life till
Wow.
I die. So
No man will ever
no
touch you
man,
again.
No woman will touch me again.
What if we just start pounding on you right now?
Then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, don't go to sleep.
Take away all the knives, all the sharp objects.
Well, that's an interesting story, let me tell you.
I know.
You finally built up...
I built
some-
up my strength
Yes.
and actually...
That's a success story in my
Yeah,
book.
Yes, it is.
Who would have known
I am
out of
really
you?
proud of
Who would have
myself.
known out of you? We'd have
I
been able to
know.
pry out some kind of success story.
I know.
I would have never
see?
saw it. I never would have predicted there was any kind of success story in your life.
Beyond
Now
me.
you're gesturing so much your headphone just fell off your
I
head.
know.
Put them back underneath that helmet hair you got there. You all right?
T-Man.
Yes.
Don't start.
Oh, now she's a tough lady. Look at her.
I know.
She's like pointing her finger at me. Don't start with me. She's feeling like she's on a roll now.
I have a plastic spoon here.
Right.
So is he beating a new woman now?
Oh, I don't know.
Is he with somebody else?
Yeah.
He is. And you're not. You're not with anybody.
I am not. I don't desire to
So
be with anybody.
isn't that kind of an ill of the world that the
You
beater,
know what
that
I
the,
heard
the
just-
beater is with somebody. He's got a
Yes.
new girlfriend and you don't have any man in your
well,
life right
I
now.
wish him luck. You know what?
But you didn't answer my
You know what I
question.
heard? But I tell
You
you
didn't
what
answer my question. Isn't that something wrong with the world that he's with some new woman and he's like in love, or maybe she loves him, or whatever the case may be, and you're kind of alone?
I'm not alone.
If
I'm
there was
perfectly happy.
Right,
No,
but if there was any
I'm
justice in this world, wouldn't you be with a nice guy now
I
who
will
treats
be.
you like the queen that
I
you
will be. Guys
claim to
treat me
be?
like the guys treat me like a queen. It just I didn't meet a guy that actually I want to be with. So there we go.
See, if he's happy, the
Oh,
terrorists
and-
win.
Yeah, I mean, I wish him all the luck in the world.
Okay.
You know.
And now
plus,
oh,
I
look.
heard just
right.
yesterday
Yeah, it's fascinating.
that the happiest woman is the single one,
Is that
and
right?
the happiest man is the married one.
Is that right?
Yes.
That's a nice 45-year-old attitude.
Well, that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
That works out well for each other,
That
doesn't
works
it?
out well
Yes.
for me. I am
Marie.
perfectly happy.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you make us all happy
Yeah.
and pick one of your favorite stories that you've been
Okay.
and do your duties as a
Fine.
co-host?
All
Yeah, this is the
right.
fun part of the program.
Okay.
Yeah, what
Okay.
have you found now?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I will listen to this.
Right? She loves saying that.
A 25-year-old Hooters waitress
The Hooters waitress.
is suing Hooters.
You got some nice Hooters over there for yourself, by the way, for 76 years old.
Oh my God. 76, huh?
That's one thing. I think that's what attracted the women to you on that inexplicable moment
Very possible.
It's got to be the only thing.
Where he pressed you up against a wall and tongue-kissed you. Because you do have an ample bosom.
Yeah.
And you've always had that, obviously?
Yes, always.
Right, from early teen years or what? You developed early? Before all your other Polish friends or what?
I don't know, just about.
Walking around Poland with big knockers or what?
Streets of Poland?
Yes.
Okay, it was like, when I was walking into the door, you could see first.
You walk into a lot of doors in your life?
First.
You could see your breast
if
first.
I could walk into the room.
Right.
Then you could see my breast first, and then there was the rest of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, you claim you're in your late 40s. Is that what you say you are?
I am 44.
44. You say you're 44?
Yeah. I'm not late 40s yet.
And you got married in 1978?
Yes.
That would mean what? You got married at 17?
No, not that young. I got married at
19.
I'm doing the math. 19?
Yeah.
All right, that was quick math.
Yeah. I know, but totally too early.
You got married too early, obviously.
Too early,
19 is way too early, even from back in that day.
I had no business getting married. I think I should never get married.
Just needed a green card, or what was the deal?
No.
Well, you don't marry a Polish guy to get a green
Right,
card.
exactly. You marry an American
damn it, I did it
guy.
wrong.
Now tell me about this Hooters girl, because maybe you could be a Hooters waitress.
Girl, yes.
Go
Well,
ahead.
listen, she's suing Hooters.
She's suing Hooters.
Yes, because she's claiming that they have peepholes in the bathrooms.
In the bathrooms.
In the balls, too.
In the what? In the bowls?
Hold on.
Read the story.
You got to read them first.
Go ahead.
You're distracting.
Oh. Tell us where the peepholes are.
Yes, in the changing room area.
In the changing room?
Yes.
They change on the fly there in the restaurant?
Yeah,
I thought they show up in their uniform.
Yeah, they don't drive home in skates.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what she's claiming.
She's
and
claiming.
She's suing them.
Now, has anyone done any kind of investigation on her little Hooters establishment? Where is she working? What city?
Oh, she works at...
I hate to trouble you, making me read the
Clearwater,
story.
Florida.
Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah.
Have they done any study on that particular Hooters in Clearwater to see if there are peepholes? There have been a lot of peephole stories through the course of time.
Well, they were the suit says that the holes were eventually repaired.
Right, but there were peepholes. There are now new holes.
There are new holes now.
That fry cook just doesn't stop.
Listen to me.
Yes.
New holes appeared in August of 2001.
Wow.
And those new holes were repaired again 4 months later.
Mm-hmm.
But the new holes were found in February 2002.
Why does everything out of your mouth...
I don't know how those holes appear.
How come everything out of your mouth just sounds like you're singing? Why is that?
I don't know, Timmy.
Okay.
It's just my voice. What can I say?
Is one story enough with Marie right now?
Yeah.
I think we've
Let me take a couple of calls.
reached our quota for the day.
You're on the air. Hello? Hello?
All right. I'm going to come over and grab him because I'm...
Oh, jeez. Mm-hmm. See what happens when you're on hold and taking your kids to daycare when you want to call the program? Yeah, let's see here. You're on the air. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes?
How you doing?
Good.
Hey, Maria?
Yeah.
Are you listening?
It's Marie. It's Marie, not Maria.
Marie.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sweetie?
I am doing fabulous.
I want to know if you dropped some of your little perfume that you've had on in the studio Christmas party.
This is John.
Oh, John?
At the in-studio Christmas party, he remembers you having a lot of perfume on, yeah.
John, you just are lucky that you get so close to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're on the air. Hello?
T-Man?
Yes?
Yeah, it's Skip out of West Seattle. You need to give that lady the hook.
Ow!
I'm going to tell you why. First of all, she's overboard on everything. Overboard on the cologne, overboard with her stories. She trying to make some simple story sound seductive.
Mm-hmm. So everything she does
too.
Everything she does is an effort to try to sound sexy. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Exactly.
It's not an effort. It's a natural thing.
And are you saying it's pathetic, sir?
Yeah, she makes Rosie Perez sound wonderful. and her look, she probably makes Penny Marshall look like a supermodel.
This guy wants to go. He's got his whole routine down.
Wow.
You need to give it a hook and teach that prune.
Well, you better be careful, sir.
Yeah.
She'll slash your throat in the night.
Whatever makes you sleep at night.
Oh, jeez. 1-866-663-T-Man. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you, T-Man?
Pretty good, sir. Who's this?
My name's Will.
What can we do for you, Willie?
Well, I just would like to see if Marie would like to go out on a date.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
He's Free Willie. Are you free, Marie?
Free Willie.
He's asking you out. He's getting right to the point.
Right.
Do you take
First,
date offers over the phone?
No.
You don't.
First of all,
what does a man have to do to prove himself to you?
Well,
you have
I have to see him
and see if you're attracted to him.
I'm not going on a blind
You
date.
need to be physically attracted to a man
Yes.
up front before you accept an invitation.
Exactly.
For dinner
I don't
or
waste
whatever.
time anymore.
So you want to set up a little morning rendezvous or what?
I'm busy tomorrow morning.
No, I'm talking about this morning.
Oh, this morning.
Maybe
yeah,
Willie is so anxious to go out with you, he's willing to go to some place that we designate right now. We can have Pasty describe him, because there's
I have to see. Yeah, I have to see him. I mean, I'm not gonna go out with some. You know,
Mm-hmm. Where are you right now, Willie? Are you in town?
Oh, I'm heading home right now, but I can always turn around.
He can always turn around for you, Marie.
Going home to my wife and kids. Who's asking?
Oh yeah, and if you're married, then yeah.
What
no.
city are you in, Willie?
Right now, I'm up there by Alderwood Mall, Linwood.
Alderwood Mall, not that far away. We
That is far
We
away.
can have Pasty meet him halfway, like Kenny Loggins, and
let's do it.
and he can describe this man. And there's only one better way of getting a description than seeing someone with your own eyes, and that's Pasty describing
Well,
him.
maybe we can get the description just from this guy.
But that would be like a blind date. All right, he's gonna pump
that's
himself
right.
up.
Oh,
But if
that's right.
if that's as easy as you are to get yourself to break down, that's fine with me.
I look like Brad Pitt. You want to go out?
Yeah.
No, more like George Clooney.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or, you know.
Or anybody, really.
Oh, no.
All right, dude, you want to come down?
Sure, no
All right,
problem.
turn your car around. Come on down. There you go. Marie needs it. Come on.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute, pick him up. It's all the help she can get.
I do not need anything.
You're on the air.
Especially blind
Hey,
dates
how's
with men.
everybody doing today?
Pretty good. What's up, sir?
I would just like to say we only have 10 more minutes before we get to hear "Good night, Gracie."
Oh, no, we still have 2 hours to go.
Well, no, that's not true,
we've
Marie.
already got
no.
Because we have booked in the last 2 hours, because we knew we couldn't tolerate you for more than 2 hours, we have booked the boob camp winner, Trisha, to be the host for the last 2 hours.
Oh, no.
Now, do you feel you haven't gotten your time because the first hour was washed
Yeah.
away literally by the perfume
by
problem?
washing me off, yeah.
But whose fault was that? I think that was yours, Maria. I think
No,
you were
that was
warned.
not my
Everyone wants to
fault.
call her Maria. So you feel you deserve more time in the
Oh,
studio?
yeah, it's Marie. Yes, I do.
What possibly could you contribute that you haven't done already? You have nothing left.
Oh, nothing?
Nothing at all, Maria.
Oh, you shut up there on the other end.
So you're
I know. I'm so
God.
sorry, Maria.
And don't try to imitate me because it doesn't even work.
I don't even hate you, Maria. I love you, but I'm so sick of you right now.
I guess you will have to live with it.
So you're counting the minutes for her to be exited off the property, or what?
Oh, for sure. I hope it's like within 30 seconds.
Oh my God, you sound like gay.
Oh, jeez. Well, Marie.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, the people we've had co-hosting all week long
Yeah.
have had their fans,
Yeah.
and they've had their detractors.
That's fine.
You seem to have nothing but detractors.
Oh, really? Oh, darn it.
I'm trying to figure. Well, I guess guys who are asking her out would be qualified as fans.
Well, not necessarily.
Yeah, they just want to
You have to
get
be a
some.
fan of a chick to ask her out, man.
Right.
I guess.
Good point.
All right.
After Marie-
Men are different species.
After Marie told the story, and maybe that rubbed guys the wrong way, where she's finally, after all those years of beatings in the car, in the house, because of jealous husband, after she told that story, you'd think she would have won over some people.
Well, obviously not men.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Men have to stick for each other, stick up for each other or something. Whatever you say.
You've certainly offended one more person now in the listening audience that you may not be. You want to know who that one person
I
is?
look like I care?
He's a gay phone operator.
Oh, no,
He's
I love
so
gay.
gay.
Come on.
He's
He's so cute.
phone operator. And now, here's Gay. Good morning.
Maria.
Hey, hello. It's not Maria.
Well, I don't sound like that guy either.
Well, you don't, but I didn't say that he sounds like you. I said that he sounded like gay,
That's much
which is a general
That's much better.
expression.
Mm-hmm.
And you know I love you. You know that.
And when
you're
I
my
started
favorite
playing your
person.
theme, Gay, she goes, "Oh, he's so cute, like you're a circus clown or something."
No, because he is.
He's a funny little
I love
man.
Gay.
He's a stout, cute little fella.
Yeah, he's cool.
Well, that's a general term you shouldn't use.
Okay, fine.
Thanks.
I will watch my mouth.
Gee, someone's grumpy and sensitive today.
I know. Did you get up on the wrong side of the bed?
I haven't been to bed yet.
Oh, that's why.
Gay's just very upset because he hasn't been able he hasn't been given license to co-host. He feels he's entitled to get at least an hour in the studio as a co-host.
Yeah.
And here you sit when
Well,
he thinks he should be reading stories about Hooters waitresses.
Well, can he come in?
And I don't wear cologne.
Well, thank God.
He can come in.
Because it would be probably too much, too.
But we're not letting him come in because he's not technically a female.
Well, you would,
Don't even start.
Hey, listen, I had only 3 hours of sleep myself, so you don't have to be so grouchy.
I had none, so don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Marie, here's the bottom line.
Yes.
As far as we're concerned,
Yeah.
you're pretty much done around here. All right, we got the boot camp winner, Trisha, waiting in the wing. She's in the green room wanting to co-host.
Fine. Be that way.
But I'll leave it to you.
Yes.
If you feel you deserve another half hour, well, first off, don't say anything.
Yes.
If you feel, if you feel the listening audience hasn't been subjected to enough yet, if you feel like you really could bring pearls to the table, if you really feel like you could contribute like you've never contributed before in the next half hour, I'm willing to extend your time here. Given all that's gone on, you got in a car accident coming into the studio this morning.
Yeah.
We scrubbed you down with a wire brush for the first hour.
I know.
You stood up like a woman and you told us the story about your beatings all through your your terrible, horrendous marriage.
It's over with. It's,
But all through it, you have tortured most of the audience.
Oh,
but if you feel like you want to spend another half hour in the studio, who am I not to give that to you? You are under a 24-hour contract. Take this time to think about these options.
Okay, fine. I'm thinking. Can you see how I'm thinking?
Yeah, I smell the wood burning too.
Oh, my brain is overloaded.
Something tells me it doesn't take much.
Right, I would agree with that. I'm on overload all the time. Okay, give me 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds.
Your time is up.
Okay.
Would you like to stay in the studio another half hour?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Marie,
Yes.
you could stay in the studio another half hour because I'm a man of my word.
Thank you so
I'm really not a
much,
man of my word and I can throw her out anyway. But when did that happen? I don't know.
Right.
The fact that she's annoying everyone is kind of cool. Yeah, right.
I know. That's why you're keeping me
I don't
here.
know what it
There
is.
you go.
The T-Man.
Right now.
Started down this road hoping for love,
Oh, jeez.
and I think I was only able to make it to the end because I found it.
Right.
And
Marie, do you know what this is? Can you tell
I
the
have
listening
no
audience what
clue.
this is? You have no idea.
I have no idea.
People in your age range and the senior citizens age range don't get themselves into reality TV. Is that what we're saying?
No, it's boring.
You know, I could ask for your license and feel pretty confident that you're not the age you say you are.
Oh, no, I don't lie.
All right.
Come on, no.
This is the Bachelorette. This is our real first opportunity to comment on the Bachelorette.
Well,
She
never
made her
watched it
final
in my
decision.
life.
She chose a firefighter here, Marie.
Oh.
All right.
started down this road hoping for love, and I think I was only able to make it to the end because I found it.
Right.
And you were my strength.
Oh,
You were
jeez.
Oh, my God.
Is this guy for real?
Oh,
Is he
it's
serious?
pathetic,
It worked.
man.
His thing worked.
Jeez.
After all this time, we find out that Trista is into such a big pussy.
The good guys went out in the long run.
Is that what it is, David?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you get you up every morning?
It is. I mean, it was sweet. He was a good guy through,
Is that right?
through the
But
whole
he
thing,
was
and
boring.
he actually truly fell in love with this woman. Where
Well,
I don't
did
think
you hear
anybody
him
else
talk?
did. I'd listen to you talk.
able to make it to the end because I found it. And you were my strength.
Right.
You were my inspiration. You were the breath of my voice.
What did he say? The what in my voice?
The breath.
The breath in my voice? Well, maybe he needs to lose some of the breath in his voice because he's too breathy. Oh, my goodness. You're the breath in my voice. I've known you for 6 weeks. And most of those 6 weeks, you were kissing other guys.
People that write poetry think they have to talk like that all the time, too.
There's the guy who wrote our poetry all the time, right?
Yeah.
This is a firefighter. I thought firefighters were a little tougher than this.
A little aggressive, a little
Not
tougher.
that you can't be sweet and romantic with the woman you love, but this is beyond, well beyond that. You don't talk to anybody like this.
He was a college football player, too.
He was a college football player, and now he's a firefighter. If my house lights on fire, he can stay away. I'm telling him right now, if my house catches fire, he can let it burn. I don't want him anywhere near me.
Inspiration. You were the breath of my voice. And there's a place in my heart, a space now that only you can fill.
There's a place in my heart, there's a space that only you can fill. And what's your name again?
Yeah, right. Isn't that special, though?
Does he really believe all this? He's known her for 6 weeks, and again, I'll say again that most of those 6 weeks were spent Trista with other guys.
Well, I thought there was another guy that she was with the majority of the time.
Right, the lamb chop sideburn guy
Right.
that everyone thought, and the reports on the internet were that she was going to pick him. The internet had it way wrong. It was the New York Daily News that first reported that Trista was going to pick the lamb chop sideburn guy. And everyone got fooled last night, who read and thought clearly that she was going to pick that dude, Charlie. Well, sorry, Charlie. Right. Everyone got it wrong.
Even the show made you think they...
Trista, I love you with every ounce of who I am.
Oh, please stop. I'm begging you. And as cheesy as the music is, it's not nearly cheesy enough for the way this guy sounds.
Right.
I mean, they obviously went deep into the archives to find the cheesiest sounding music to try to accompany this guy. And it didn't even make it close.
Trista, I love you with every ounce of who I am. And offer you my hand,
Offer you my hand.
I'm welling up again.
Here, take my hand. Here's my hand. Right. What guy says I'm offering you my hand? I know the expression, take her hand in marriage, but this guy's offering her his hand. And who said, what male being says, I'm offering you my hand. Hands across the water.
heart and soul, and
my heart, my soul. And I would offer you my testicles, but I have none.
my love forever if you'll have it. So, Trista. Nicole. Ren. Will you marry me?
That's sweet. Well,
was that a yes?
She's loving it. Yes.
Oh gosh, they're big time into it.
They're the most successful couple right now in the history of the world. And they're going to make it. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, no.
So they're showing the first Bachelor, or the guy who played the second Bachelor, not the Alex Michelle. Yeah, the guy who actually seemed like he was heterosexual. The second Bachelor with the woman he chose, and they're obviously at a point where they're hating each other.
Yeah, they had to be interviewed in separate rooms.
Right.
But these two from The Bachelorette, they're a cute couple. You see them together, you like them.
You're on the air.
And I devoted so much of my time to this show.
Smart Money says she cheats on him in the first 2 months.
She's going to cheat on him?
First 2 months. She don't respect him. He's a sap. He's a tool.
Okay, you're on the air.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, that guy is the biggest pussy I've ever seen. He got suckered into that, man.
And believe me, don't get me wrong. We're not as men saying that you cannot be sensitive with your women when it calls for it, which is very rarely. And we're not saying that you can't be very respectful and all that fine stuff. But don't get to proportions like this. Please, I'm begging you.
Well, that guy...
It is just cotton candy pathetic.
But he's not faking it, though.
That's the problem.
Well, that girl's like, she's all talking, I love you in front of national television. That guy's thinking, oh, crap, I'm stuck.
If you're faking it because you sense that there's a woman that's standing in front of you that you think may go for it and you could possibly get laid, then that's one thing. But if you're serious about being this cheesy, you can't get to this proportion of cheese. Please.
Well, there are sensitive ponytail guys out there. I mean, this is, that's him.
What do you do without a ponytail, Steven?
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know.
But every time I stare at Marie, it reminds me of... It reminds me of two things. Number one, we have a way hotter woman in the green room waiting to come in.
Fine.
I haven't even seen Trisha this morning. Can you have Trisha at least pop her head in so I can see what she's looking like this morning, please? I'm dying to know. I extended Marie by a half hour, and Lord knows why.
Oh, my God. Ooh, you're gonna die.
And she's bringing it all right now, isn't she?
Yeah, right. And the only other thing that I think of when I look at you is the morning. And I can't get it out of my head. I'm sorry. And he's dying to have me forget it. Maybe that's part of the reason I will never let it get out of my head.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Look at her. Are you serious? You get better looking every time we see you. What'd you do now? I'm like yelling at her. I know. I'm like angry about it. You're like one of the hottest women in Seattle now. Do you know that? Get close to a microphone. At least say hello to everyone. Oh.
Hello.
What did you do now? What's different? Is there something different to get your hair redone or something?
I bleached my teeth.
Oh.
That's not really what we were looking at. That wasn't the
there's teeth. That helps too.
Yeah, right.
Well, you have a lovely set of teeth. Yeah. All right, you just chill for a while, and we'll be with you in a second. Do you believe I'm saying that to her? Do you believe that, Marie?
I do. I can see.
Tell her she's turned into one of the hottest women in all of Seattle, and I'm having her wait in the green room.
She is. Yeah, she's very pretty.
Do you think you're as pretty as her?
Well, I'm 20 years older.
Right. Okay, but
more.
relatively speaking, on a sliding age scale.
When I was 20 years old,
let me ask you this. No, I'm not asking that. Do you think you're as hot? Like you claim you're 44.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're as hot of a 44-year-old as she is? What is she? 22? As she is a 22-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Yeah.
And you're saying that with a straight face, or are you saying that because I see you're smiling now? Maybe you're just.
I am smiling. I am always smiling.
Right.
I say it with a straight face.
You think you're as hot as a 44-year-old as she is a 22-year-old?
Yeah.
All right, send him out.
Now, I talked about how I can't get out of my head the moment that women pressed you up against a wall.
Oh no!
And tongue kissed you in the in the green room. I would like, since you're here, because I wasn't able to see that, because I came into the green room moments after it happened, and I saw none of it, and I only found out about it because you rolled over on him on the air, because you ratted on him, because you got angry at him on the air.
No wonder you got beat.
Right. Because that's the only way I know about it. I need you right now to reenact. Should we do it here in the studio, or should we send her up? I need to see it. So we have to do it here in the studio.
Let's do it here.
I was going to send her up to the green room with a phone, but I need to see it. And we can't use the Weeman for it. Even though it was the Weeman who was the subject of it, we got to use like pasty.
Oh.
Because I want there to be, this is going to be the T-Man Mighty Yard Players. You're going to tell us everything that happened and reenact it for us. But if Weeman is the participant, he despises hearing about it so much that he's not going to put out a full effort. So everything you tell us that happened, Pasty will reenact for us in a physical fashion. And you and him will reenact what happened in the green room on that given morning.
Oh no, he's gonna kill me on my way out.
That was the Wayman?
Weeman.
Yeah, he was here.
Who cares, right?
He screamed at you in a violent fashion for bringing it up on the air yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And you don't need,
of him.
after all you've been through with your ex-husband and all that, you don't need to be screamed at by men, do you?
No.
Did you tell him that you may slash his throat?
No.
Throat?
No, that was one.
His tiny little Adam's apple may be in jeopardy? In some kind of jeopardy?
I don't think you're that scared of him, because every time you call, you choose to bring it up.
Yeah.
Yes. You obviously get off on it. And why you get off on a 5'2" guy pressing you up against the wall is beyond me too. But still, all right.
I think he's
take off
your
headphones. We do have the cordless mic in the studio, right?
Yeah.
All right. Get up.
All right.
Let's all flash back to the morning where there was something going on in the green room. Who knows what? There were a lot of people in the green room, and then all of a sudden, Weeman found a way to manipulate everyone out of the green room. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
That is what happened.
Yeah.
How many people were in the green room that morning?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. And then all of a sudden, you find yourself alone with Jimmy Fred Weeman in the green room.
Yes, sir.
And did you sense that he was asking people to leave, and you and your female instincts picked up on something like he wants to bring me the rugged, or some kind of feeling that is instinctful between men and women? Or did you not pick up on anything at this point?
No,
You were
didn't.
surprised.
I was surprised. Mm-hmm.
But he tells people, okay, it's time for you all to leave the green room, leave me and Marie alone in here. Maybe he doesn't say that exactly, but that's how it, in effect, worked out.
Yeah, he wanted to tell me something.
He said he wanted to say something to you, and the others
about
the others couldn't hear about it.
Program or something. Yeah,
that's what he did.
Yeah.
Very almost slick. Now, wait a minute. Even though you're not acting, you're not part of the Team Ed Mighty Art players here, and you're not part of the acting process, we can, from time to time, get your thought process as things go on. I'm not going to ask for it now, but every once in a while I'm going to pop on your mic, and you tell us what you were thinking, okay? When you tongued Marie against the green room wall.
I was thinking that, God, I hope no one finds out.
Okay. Well, that's going to be your overall thought through the whole event?
That and complete emptiness.
Now, okay. Now, there's going to be a time in every man's life, if not many times, that he's going to have a woman that he's with that he's thinking exactly those thoughts.
Plenty of times.
Man, I'm doing her. I hope nobody finds out.
I'm riding bareback on a whale.
Right.
This isn't good.
All right. But, so if I constantly pop up your mic to get your thoughts, all you're going to give me is, man, I hope nobody finds out.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. All right. But do you recall, as Marie describes, that you asked the others to leave the green room because you told them you wanted to fill Marie in on something that they couldn't hear about?
I just recall feeling that I hadn't got any fringe benefits from this job where I supposedly should get some women.
And the first one you choose to make a move on is Marie? We got Trish outside!
It was a long time ago, and it was a while since I had been with the girl, and it just...
Marie,
she has big boobs.
Don't even start.
Yes.
Don't even...
Mm-hmm. Marie, how big are your breasts?
Like 34 double D.
Ooh. I guess that is relevant to the story.
Okay. Now, he has gotten everyone out of the room.
Yeah.
Does he close the door at this point?
Oh, yeah.
He closed the door.
Mm-hmm.
Was it with a thud that he closed the door, or was it gingerly that he closed the door?
Oh, you know, I do not recall.
You don't recall?
No.
Okay. Not that it's relevant.
Yeah.
But he closes the door, and then all of a sudden it's you and him, and you believe, is about to tell you something that you need to know that the others couldn't hear. Did you sense at this point that he had a tall boy, or no?
Yeah.
Not that the Wayman is getting any kind of real tall boy, but relatively speaking, did he sense...
Yes.
At what point do you sense that he has a tall boy?
Well, I saw it all the time.
You saw it all the time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you knew that's why you were in there?
So you say you didn't know, but you sensed he had a tall boy.
Well, yeah, you can totally see, you know.
If it's like you can tell.
What do you mean you can see?
You can see...
Well, you can tell. I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh.
It wasn't that long ago.
Well, it was kind of long ago. It was 2-3 months ago.
All right, whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway...
It was a long time ago.
All right, listen.
Yes.
So now he shut the door. And is he coming over to you? Is he whispering in your ear at first? Or you tell Pasty what to do.
Okay.
And he'll do it. Hotshot, why don't you hold up... Do you need your hands free, Pasty?
Yeah, I kind of do.
All right, well, actually, how about Marie holds the microphone?
Look, he's like...
All right, yeah, Pasty is squatted down to a 5'2" position.
Can you tell if Pasty has a tall boy now?
No, just... Pasty, in order to really play this part, you have to find a way to get a tall boy right now. Can you do that? Or do you already have it?
Let me work on that.
You're a method actor.
Didn't we try that in the green room once and you couldn't get it done?
Right. Jeez. All right, we can't proceed until we're convinced Pasty has a tall boy, so we'll all just sit here.
Come on.
You want to fluff him there, Marie, or what?
No.
Okay. Do you have a tall boy, Pasty, or what?
I'm getting there. All right.
Look at him. He's getting all red in the face. What are you trying to do? You're holding your breath?
I'm there.
Whatever. I'm there. All right. So what happens next, Marie? And Pasty will do whatever you tell him to do.
Well,
and please tell us, remember as best you can.
Okay.
And don't fool around exactly, because I need to know exactly what happened on that morning.
But will you protect me from him?
From who?
From
Wayman? He's not going to touch you.
Here's a fly swatter.
All right.
Yes. Trust me. You tell us the truth, and I swear to you, he won't say a word to you on the way out. He won't put a tiny little finger on you. Nothing. Not in the future, not now, never.
All right.
All right? You just tell us exactly what happened on that morning.
Okay.
Go ahead. And Wayman, you're not gonna yell at her for doing this, right? You realize it's under my orders that she's doing this.
I'm still hoping that nobody finds out.
Right. Okay, what happens next? The door is shut. People are outside the green room. It's a soundproof room. What happens next?
So then he puts his arms around me.
He does. Where? Show Pasty where to put over your shoulders.
Like this.
Oh, around your waist. How could I be foolish to think he could have gotten it around her shoulders?
Right. Like this.
So he puts his arms around under your shoulder blades and around your waist.
Yeah, like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then he. You're kind of shorter than me now.
Okay, go ahead. Pasty squatting down. Yes, what happens next?
And then
he never takes his palms of his hands and pushes you up against the wall, or does he?
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
He presses you up against the wall like how?
They push you hard? Or
No, no.
How hard do you want Pasty to push you? I'll tell you what. You make Pasty you.
Okay.
And you become Jimmy Fred Weeman. All right, Marie, is that going to be better?
Yeah.
This way you can best show us what he does. All right, now actually go over to the door. Pretend like you're walking over to the door to shut it and get everyone out. Okay. And then you follow her with the mic, and then you tell us what's happening next.
I'll have to tell you too?
Well,
okay, well, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Well, here's what you do. Okay. Close your eyes for a second.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
And become Jimmy Fred Weeman.
Oh, no.
Play the song.
Get into a man's mind.
Hold on, I'll help you out here.
Okay.
Marie, you are the Weeman.
Okay.
You are the Weeman.
I'm getting hypnotized.
And you don't talk to us any longer until we say so in any other mindset but Jimmy Fred Weeman's. Okay. Now, when I ask you to begin, you're going to shut the door again, and you are going to be Jimmy Fred Weeman. And this big lug in front of you, Pasty Dave, the blotchy virgin?
It's me.
Yes, he's you.
He's me.
All right? Okay. Wait a minute. What are you thinking about now?
I sure hope no one finds out.
Right! Shut the door, Marie. Don't laugh like Marie, because you're the Weeman. Go ahead.
Shutting the door. Yes, shutting the door.
Say what he said to you. Become him.
Okay.
You needed to see me for something?
No, you know, Marie, so now we're going to have to go back to the studio, but first, and then he starts kissing me, you know.
He said exactly those words?
I don't know if they were exact words. No.
So your duties in the green room, for whatever morning purposes it was, were over. And he says to you, it's time to go back to the studio, but before we do, let me do this.
Let me do this.
And he starts tonguing you?
And he starts
kissing me. All right, looks like you don't want to kiss Pasty. I don't see why you have a problem with that, but since you have obviously some...
I'm gonna kiss older man.
Okay, all right, fine. Why don't you just show us with your tongue, pretend like, open your mouth, and pretend like there's another mouth that you're connected with, and show us how whippersnapper-ish his tongue was when he was tonguing you. Go ahead, show us with your tongue.
Can't you do it on her hand?
Well, I want to see your tongue. Go ahead. Show us how he was doing it.
T-Man.
Show us how it was gyrating. Show us what we're here. Kiss yourself. Put your arm. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, jeez. Please try. Please. It's very important. It's very important for the jury. Go ahead.
Is it?
Yes. Go ahead.
What do I get for it?
Well, you're under a 24-hour contract. Go ahead.
Yeah, but what do I get for it?
Just show us, please. I can't think of anything. What do you want? What do you need?
I want birthday tickets.
It's done.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Yes.
Then I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Make it happen. Show us with the tongue.
Okay.
Yes.
But I have no other mouth to show you.
You could use pasties. Or else you could tongue the ear. Go ahead.
Was it an aggressive tongue? Did he come right away with the tongue?
Yeah. Oh, he's looking at me.
I know. He's very upset right now. Don't worry about it. Just tongue the ear. Go ahead. Show us.
Okay. How? It's like...
So we saw how hard he pushed you up against the wall. It was mediocre as far as any kind of force. Maybe that's all he could muster.
But first this.
But first, so he gave you that.
Wasn't like
he gave you that kind of line. He gave you, we have to go back to the studio, but first this.
Well, I don't know if it was exact. You know.
Try to get as exact as possible. Do it again. Do it again. And try to remember his tone of voice too. Just do it again. Do it as best you remember. Go ahead. I want to hear that line again. And press Pasty up against the wall again. Go ahead. Yeah.
Marie, we're going back to the studio, but, you know, first, I have to kiss you.
Did he say... Did he say the words kiss you? Did he say the words kiss you? I have to kiss you?
I suppose. I'm not sure, though.
How come you can't remember? It's the highlight of your life.
You remember everything about it.
It's like, you know...
But that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yes. Yeah.
And he pushes you up against the wall mildly.
And you were turned on by it. I mean, you didn't push him away.
And then his tongue does what?
And then his tongue does this.
How much have you kissed him back on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being not at all, 10 being totally as much as he was violently kissing you. How much have you kisses him back? 5. So he's giving you a 10, you're giving him a 5 back.
Now, did you get the sense that second base was going to occur at any time? That he was trying to move on with this, or was it just a kiss?
Well, it was just a kiss. We were in the green room. Come on.
But if his finger had touched the outside of your jeans and, like, on top of your genitalia, would you have a problem with that?
No, he grabbed my butt.
He did. You didn't show us that with Pasty. You got to do it over again now. Press you up against the wall. Wait, you grabbed her ass? You're an ass grabber when you kiss 40-something women?
I don't recall me being an ass grabber, and I don't recall this ever actually happening.
Right.
The whole thing?
I'm just hoping that no one ever finds out.
Right.
Oh, no.
So did you grab her ass in your opinion, in your recollection?
No.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
And he grabbed my breasts, too.
He did?
That's what I was wondering.
Well, that was the main reason, you know.
So his little hands moved that quickly, from ass to breast and back again.
Wow.
Oh, like that? So they never left your body.
No, they were all over my body.
All right, show us on Pasty. Go ahead. Yes. He pressed you up against the wall. Start with the press. Start with the press. The press against the wall. And then boom. Now Pasty's throwing his arms up in the air like he's surrendering. I don't know if that's his move or yours.
My arms are like this?
Microphone.
Or whatever. Or
Yeah, get
he
it in
was
there.
like this.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he was like this.
Yes. And then what?
He grabbed my ass. And then he did this. And then he did this. And he's like, oh, they feel so good.
He said that? He said those words. When touching your breast, he said, oh, they feel so
Ooh,
good.
They feel so good.
And what did you say?
I say, I know.
This is sickening.
But was there anything leading up to this, or was it just an utter surprise?
He's gonna kill me.
And how long a time span from the moment he shut the green room door to the point where it's pretty much over? How much time had elapsed? Are we talking a minute?
Well, you walked into the room.
I walked into the room, yeah. And I
so
had
it was like 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah.
This happened in a course of a minute.
Yeah.
And in this minute, how much of the minute did you spend in shock or close to shock?
No shock.
You weren't completely shocked. Were you
No,
mildly
I was
surprised?
I was surprised.
Pleasantly surprised?
Yeah.
If he would have called you that night and wanted to make things happen, would you have been reciprocal with him?
No.
Because he obviously sensed, I didn't pick up on any of it. I walked into the green room after that obviously took place and didn't sense any of it. I just would never have imagined that it could have ever happened. If he would have called you that night and said, obviously T-Man didn't pick up on any of that, the dumb, stupid idiot. Why don't I come over right now and finish the job? What would you have done? What would you have done?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't have let him finish the job?
No. No, and you know, before, like, when you were knocking on the... No, you didn't knock
I didn't
on
knock,
the door.
I came right in.
You just came in.
Yeah.
And he just said, you cannot say anything about it to anyone.
He said that to you. He's having you cover him up, like Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't you have gone to his house later that night?
All right, wait a minute. Your little hands went all over her in the fashion she just showed? Is that what we are to believe?
So it's safe to say you found out.
I didn't realize how thorough a move he had made on her. I thought it was a press against the wall, a tongue kissing out.
Right.
He had his
Well,
hands
you know,
on...
what would it be like kissing without touching my breasts? I
Yeah,
mean, it kind of would miss the point.
Right.
You know?
I guess I didn't even, through all this time that we've known about it now, and it's been over a month that we've had knowledge about this, never even realized the hands were all over her.
I didn't realize that either. God, he's a quick little mover.
You have anything to say for yourself? You had your hands all over Marie's butt and breasts? A listener?
During work hours.
On the
What do you want me to tell you?
on
It
the
happens.
job.
She had big boobs. It's been a while. You rip me all the time on the air. Everyone else gets women off. I mean, even Kilbreath, if he wasn't married, could get women off this show. But because
Probably does anyway.
because you
Smart enough
rip
not to
me
do
all
it on the
time
show.
and
That'll
say
do it
I'm
during
the
a
most-
break.
Exactly. You're on a break. God damn it.
You let the wench that's normally here, Terry, say I'm the most unspecial guy in the world. No girl wants to be with me, even though I'm top 10% in looks.
So you had to
That's your
prove,
opinion.
you had to prove to yourself that you are desirable, and you started with a 40-something woman.
Yes, I figured I'd work my way down.
You gotta crawl before you can walk, right? Marie's definitely the crawl stage.
So when Marie talks about the hands that accompanied the tongue and accompanied the push-up against the wall, she's not being inaccurate, you're saying. You're
I
not
don't
disputing
remember
it.
the ass part, the boobs, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Was there ass?
I think it was.
Well, if you're prepared to grab her chest, you're probably prepared to grab her butt.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And Jimmy has nothing to feel bad about.
Because you're hot.
Yes. And, you know, and he
desirable.
enjoyed touching my breast.
And he
so
loved every second of it.
He shouldn't
You were
even-
shocked when he didn't call you later that night to ask you for more.
No.
But he made it clear that you're not supposed to tell anyone about this.
Mm-hmm.
Did he threaten you?
No.
Was it?
He just
was
said-
it
should have.
Was it basically a threat without a threat?
No.
Did he say
it
it
was
so-
just asking. No, he was just asking.
How did he ask?
No, it wasn't actually asking. It was just like stating a fact.
All right, tell us how he said it again. Go ahead.
Okay. You know, you can't say anything about it to anyone.
To anyone?
To anyone.
Not even my dog?
See, when we threaten chicks, we threaten them with their lives.
That's right. If you're going to make a move like this during show hours, you better threaten with, like, you'll come to her house and lynch her if you need be in her backyard.
Right.
I'm too trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Or you could just not do it at all.
You put your hands all over a listener like Marie. I mean, not
So
to-
what's wrong with Marie?
I'm not
huh?
saying there's anything
Yeah.
wrong with Marie. Just in show hours, in that kind of environment, in that type of climate, it is just a real interesting maneuver by the Little Women. Marie,
Yes.
thanks for being here. Thanks for co-hosting this morning.
All right. Thank you.
Fascinating. Beyond fascinating.
The T-Man.
The boot camp winner, Trisha, is finally getting her time. Man, we should at least get our money's worth out of the 24-hour contract she signed as well. Good morning there, love.
Hi, how you doing?
But of course, Marie refusing to leave, and I guess we have to keep her around a little bit anyway. Because the guy, I almost forgot about this, who called up earlier in the program, remember Will? Mm-hmm. Will is actually outside now. Will turned his car around from heading home. Will is outside, dying to meet Marie.
It wasn't planned.
Mm-hmm. So we'll make him wait a little bit, right, Marie? I'm sure you make all your guys wait a little bit. It's a strategy that women like you have to use.
All women should use it.
Oh, jeez. So not women like you.
No, all women should do it.
Women like you.
No, all women should do
Some people
it.
like hearing that. People like you.
You people.
Right. Trisha, what's been going on in your life? I know you went to that big Maxim modeling situation for the Super Bowl. That worked out well for you?
Yeah, it was
Okay, you're
great.
going to have to move close to the microphone there, baby.
We're broadcasting student. You think she'd know that by now?
You've been going to all these broadcasting classes, and they didn't tell you on page 1 of the textbook to talk into the microphone?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
That's one sure way of not making it in the business is not talking into a microphone.
Right. What else? What else has been going on with you? You have your new breasts. They met your expectations. The size you chose. Do you feel happy? Because they say about upwards of 60% of women that get breast augmentation. Most of them don't win them in a contest called boob camp, but women who get breast augmentation, about 60-some-odd% regret they didn't go larger. Are you one of those women or no?
I think that maybe I would have been happy if they were a little bit larger.
I think the sizers must be misleading because you hear that from a lot of women.
Mm-hmm. Are the sizers misleading, that it didn't really give you a true analysis of what you would look like post swelling and after the surgery?
I think that it's the situation where once they're big, you just want bigger and better.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. That is a pretty awesome thought.
Is that how you feel?
Oh, jeez.
Do you feel bigger and better? Because I do.
So right now, getting bigger by the second, and I want more. And it stopped. Okay, that's the way it's been all my life. Once you had, before boob camp, you had a small B or an A, or what'd you have?
Basically an A cup.
An A cup. And now you're sitting there rocking what?
Like between a C and a D.
Yeah, I like that. Small D, big C.
Exactly.
And you're hoping now, if you were to snap your fingers and not have to actually go through the process again, even though I'm sure you didn't mind the process, but if you could snap your fingers right now and have one size, what would it be? A full D, a double D, what?
I think I'd go maybe just to a full cup size just because it's hard because I'm in between.
Because you're in
sizes.
between, you're fighting between two different bras.
Exactly.
I
The
love when the
Cs are
bras
tight.
collide.
It's like when you wear a C cup, your boobs kind of hang out. Sometimes your nipple peeks over the top.
As a matter of fact, this just crossed the wire. Fox is going to put on a special called When Bras Collide.
I can't wait.
Followed by When Bras Attack, next Fox. So you're having trouble finding the right situation for you as far as support, and your Victoria's Secret shopping is a little bit difficult.
Definitely difficult.
You should go to a full D just to round yourself out.
I think it all just depends on the bra.
Now, Dr. Tony Magabat, who did your surgery, and you were very happy, I'm sure, with it, or were you not?
Yes, I'm
Very happy. Okay. I'm sure if he's hearing this right now, he may give you a jingle and say, come on back! Who needs to have the daily struggle of fighting between bras? Maybe he'll offer you another free procedure, but hey, as far as we're concerned, you'd have to win boot camp again.
Who knows, maybe.
It's not coming around for a couple of months, a number of months. But you did very well your first time around. I offer you another congratulations on that.
Stellar job.
Are you aware, Marie, that this guy Will that called this morning, who fell in love with your voice, who's dying to meet you, did he sound as though he was a 51-year-old listener? We have 51-year-old male listeners. They come in all age ranges, Marie.
I know.
Did you think for a second that this man was 51?
No.
Is that a deterrent to you? Do you like men 51?
Well, not really.
What do you like, Marie?
I like the 32-year-olds.
32-year-olds.
Not really. No. I'm taking it back.
What do you like, Marie?
No, I like guys my age.
When your age is about, what?
44.
All right.
It's right around 51.
Oh, quit.
So within 10 years.
So what's the range of age that you find acceptable as far as you entertaining the option of going out with somebody?
Well, I would rather date a guy who is my age.
Well, this man
or
works...
maybe a year older.
All right, so the range is like just within 2 years of your age?
Yeah, within 2 years. Mm-hmm.
That's slimming down the field, Marie.
No, I know, but see, my ex-husband was 50.
Oh,
is 51, so I don't want to go back to the same age, and...
This man works very hard for Federal Express. It's a noble profession. The man is divorced and has children of his own, Marie, like you do. Sounds like a good match to me.
Yeah, but my children are gone already. My younger daughter is finishing high school.
Well, this
she
man,
will be
I'm
off
sure,
to
at 51
college,
has grown
so-
children too.
Oh, yeah,
This
maybe.
man enjoys
Okay. Well, you never know.
all sports, including especially golf and working out. So he keeps himself in shape at 51.
Wow, is it like a matchmaking
And
thing?
again, I'll tell you, Marie, while I'm leading you up to something that may be a concern of yours, as you've expressed previously on the air, the man fell in love with your voice. We made that clear. But the man is a member of the African-American community. Now, you've said on the air, in a very narrow-minded fashion.
It wasn't narrow-minded. It's my sexual preference.
Oh, Jace.
So there's nothing,
She said she will
narrow-minded
not
about it.
date black guys.
Man,
Here we
she
are
said
in
those people.
Here we are in 2003, and she said she won't date them Negroes.
Oh, don't say it that way. See, you make it sound that way.
What way are we supposed to take
it?
it,
Blame
Marie?
it on me. No.
Who are we supposed to blame it on? You don't think it's a little narrow-minded in this day and age to rule out all members of any community?
Well, I don't know what to say.
Here's Will.
It's just me.
Here's
it's
Will.
just me.
Here's Will, a man who's fallen in love with your voice. A man
Well,
who
I'm
turned
sure he's a really nice guy.
his car around on the highway to come down and see you this morning because I gave him the opportunity. He was that dying to meet you. And little did he know, because he probably wasn't listening that morning, he does not have a chance. And why? Because of the color of his skin. Haven't we come further than... Please, glory, hallelujah, please. Haven't we come further than that? In this day and age, the society that we are now, more civil than ever, we would hope. And yet this man doesn't have a fighting chance because of the color of his skin, because of the pigmentation of his epidermis. What happened to his troops came marching out?
Oh, you want the second verse? Same as the first?
So we should just tell him to go home, not even to pop his head in the room. You know what? It's probably the best thing that's ever happened to him.
Yeah, right. Blessing in disguise.
It is the biggest blessing in disguise he's ever had happen, and he doesn't even know it. But you tell me if that's what we should do. Should we send this guy away without even having you see him? Because you've ruled out all black men?
Well, as my dates, yeah.
But they can clean my house, so that's fine. I can wash my car.
Oh, you guys are
he can
so
shine my
mean.
shoes.
You
Yeah,
guys are
right.
so mean.
Do a little tap dance on the table for you here.
No.
Want me to smile at you?
God, you are so bad.
Oh, we're so bad. We're just
Yes,
paraphrasing.
you are.
We're just paraphrasing basically what's in your head.
You paraphrasing it wrong.
How are we supposed to paraphrase it then? All right. Why don't you then?
Yeah.
Why don't you have the guts to have Will come in and tell him to his face that you don't date black men to go home.
But you make it sound so mean.
Did you have a bad experience?
Because it is
such
mean.
a nice person.
We make it sound mean, maybe, Marie, because it is mean.
It's not mean.
Take
It's
every
just
person
a
as an individual, and
Well,
then
yeah,
decide whether or not you rule them out.
It is an individual thing. It has nothing to do with him.
That's right, it has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
It has
That's
everything
the
to do with
sad part.
you.
That's the problem.
That
Yeah,
Will doesn't
it's
have a
all-
chance, and yet it has nothing to do with him. You tell him that he has no shot because he's a black man. Either that or you play sex over glass with him. You have two choices.
Oh my God.
Does she have 30 seconds to decide about it?
You have 30 seconds to make up your decision. You have two choices.
Can I decide in the next second?
Either that or we withhold your payment on your 24-hour contract and you don't get your birthday party tickets.
No tickets.
Oh, no.
You either play sex over glass with Will, who came down for a long journey to get here,
Yeah.
or you... What was the first one I said? Play sex over glass with him, right?
Or tell him.
Oh, yeah.
Or tell him.
You tell him you won't date him. I have a short-term memory. That, that you won't date him because he's a black man. And we'll find out your decision. But I have to take a break. I'm falling too far behind. You getting some stories together there, Tricia? Sure. Okay. Are you? Okay, good.
The T-Man.
We have in our studio here the Boob Camp winner from 2002, Tricia, who is in broadcasting school and hoping to start a radio career of your own someday. Or you want to be on TV or what? With a look like yours, you cannot be on radio. You cannot be.
I don't know what I want to do.
All right. Well, you shouldn't. You're only 22. Anyhow, we should start having an idea. But anyway,
right.
You're going to be in Maxim next month again. Is that right? You're going to be in the magazine?
They sent me an email saying that they chose one of my pictures for an ad submission for next month for the Hometown Hotties contest.
Hometown Hotties. You should be in Am I Hot? We're seeing all these people on Am I Hot, and you're not in it. I'm telling you, you're one of the best-looking women in Seattle, the city where we broadcast from, if you're in another city, as we speak right now. And it's unbelievable that you have gotten better over the 2 years that we've known you. Not that you weren't hot back when you were 20, but you're hotter now. And that's a good thing.
Like wine, it gets better with age.
Oh, jeez. All right. Did they teach you in broadcasting school not to throw out trite cliches?
Yeah, I wish they would have.
Anyway.
Sounds like they didn't.
Or like wine, it grew better with boob camp.
Right.
At least I didn't say it. There was this one time at band camp.
Oh, Lord. The situation we're also dealing with right now is she's in the back of the studio. Marie has had ample time to make her decision. We have a man outside who's made it very clear he's fallen in love with Marie just by the sound of her voice. Or maybe that's stretching it, but I love to stretch. And he turned his car around to come down just for the sole purpose of meeting Marie. Marie did not know, and she knows now, that he is a black man, and somewhere along the course of her long life, she ruled out all black men. What was it, something your parents taught you, or what? Back in Poland?
No, it's just something that...
Marie, you only deal in Polish sausages. What's the problem?
I don't know. Everybody has their own personal preference.
Mhm.
That's just mine.
But your preferences shouldn't rule out a whole community. It shouldn't rule out any kind of group based on whatever. This is 2003,
maybe
and you would
I am
hope.
weird. What can I say?
No, unfortunately, you're not weird.
Well,
You're
there you
more in the
go.
mainstream than should be. Anyhow,
Yes.
we have now limited you with two choices.
Yeah.
You either have to have 51-year-old Will, who, by the way, you say 51, you'd think this man is past his time. Would you know that every spring, summer, and fall he's in a softball league? Would you know that he works out with weights all the time? Would you know that he loves to play golf on a regular basis? Would you know that he does aerobics all through the year?
Well, now I do know. And
Would
I'm
you
sure
know the
he's
man works for
already
Federal
forgot-
Express and is on his feet at all times, delivering here and there and making sure you get your packages a day after they're sent?
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, not enough, apparently. Your choices are as follows.
Yeah, I'm
We either
scared
have
for
Will
you.
come in, we sit him down, and you explain to him how you are living in the Stone Age and you won't date black men. Or we have Will come in and you play sex over glass with him. one of the two is going to happen. There is no shade of gray here. There's no middle ground.
She gets to decide, or maybe a lightning pole or anything like that?
Yeah, all right, let's take a lightning pole just to see what people would want. Would people want the uncomfortableness of Marie having to tell Will that she won't date any man who's black? Or would they rather have her get all naked, play sex over glass with Willie? What would you guess would be the listener's choice, Stephen?
I think they're gonna vote sex over glass.
They're gonna vote sex over glass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not so sure.
Even though I like the uncomfortableness.
It'll be a close one. But have you made up your mind without telling us which one it is, Marie? Have you decided on one of the two options?
Yeah.
You have?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll take a lightning poll to 5 just to see what the listeners are leaning towards, but that doesn't mean Marie has to do it. Just to get a sense of what they're looking for. You're on the air. Would you rather hear Marie tell the guy the situation or sex over glass?
She needs to tell him the situation because she's scared.
She's scared. Aha. Are you scared? Is that what it is, Marie?
I am scared.
What about black men scare you?
No, I'm not scared of a black man. It's just I'm scared in general to, talk about things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Why can't I figure out what anyone's saying in the studio?
I don't know.
You're on the air. Sex over glass or the truth?
She needs to tell him the truth face to face. I think she's got some issues, and maybe telling him will help break them down a little bit.
You're on the air. The truth or the sex over glass?
She needs to. This is G. She needs to tell the truth.
Aha.
And ask her why she called me.
Why she called you?
Yeah.
I did not call you.
G
You
was
called me.
G is a member of our listening community in the dysfunctional family department, and he was at the in-studio Christmas party. G is telling us that you called him, and he's a black man.
Oh, G wanted the security system. That's why I called him. And then G called me back.
We all know what that means,
G
G.
called me again.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
No, let's get it right.
G,
let's get it right, G.
You're letting us believe that Marie called you looking for a little bit of something that interested her.
I will tell you that's what it led. From my perspective, that's what I was hearing now.
Yeah, men have always different perspective.
Men have the wrong perspective?
Men always have wrong perspective.
Trisha, is that what you've come across in your travels?
They only see what they want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Or hear.
No, I think I saw reality.
Yeah, that was your reality, though. It wasn't mine.
So you think it's a deep, entrenched type longing that she has suppressed within her for the black man?
I would tell her just go ahead and stand up, and since she's this is what she believes in, tell her go ahead and tell the truth.
Aha! Wow. So far, the truth is winning.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
They want to hear the truth.
Shut out.
They want you to look, find Will. I don't even know who he is. He could be the worst guy in the world. But to me, right now, he's fine Will in the eye and tell him he has not a shot because of the color of his skin. You're on the air. The truth or sex over glass?
Yeah, she needs to tell him because she's got some major issues.
Major issues on this.
You're on the air. The truth or the sex?
I think she's afraid of his mandingo.
There's been not one vote for sex over glass. There's been not one person.
Wow.
Why to hear Marie strip down on her bra and panties at least, because that's the minimum in order to play sex over glass. You're on the air. The truth or the sex over glass?
She needs to scream out, Steven's a dickhead!
Okay. Truth or sex?
Sex over glass. She needs to scream out, Steven's a dickhead.
Oh, it's better the second time.
Yes, it is. Stevie Wonder, your vote.
Well, no, I have a comment, sir. How you doing, by the way? You know what? Before I started dating Kendra, Marie used to call me. Marie would like give me bite.
What's
Marie,
wrong with you all? I mean, what's wrong with you?
Anyway, you were giving me buying signals, girl.
My God.
And don't let me bust you out about the time you came to my gig and gave me the perfume samples and stuff.
Yes, because I was nice and I wanted to sing with you.
You
Yeah.
wanted some brown sugar.
Yeah,
You wanted
sure.
some brown sugar. You still might want some brown sugar. Just not from any of those other guys.
Why are
If I
all these?
wanted it so bad, I would have it by now.
Why are all these
Now
guys?
I
So
doubt
obviously
that.
I did not have it. Not want it that
Oh,
bad.
Marie, come on.
So you could
leave
snap
it.
your fingers and Stevie would come tap dancing over to you? Is that what you're saying?
No, I wouldn't say that, but I told Stevie right when he first came to my place to play the tape.
Stevie, she
a
says
long
all she's
time
got to do
ago.
is do a little whistle and you'll come running.
No, I'm
And
not
I'll
saying
come
that.
running?
That's basically what she's saying.
Oh, please. All I need to do is flash in the videotape and she'll come running.
Yeah, ooh,
Yeah.
I wonder why I didn't do it back then.
The reason you didn't, baby, is because I didn't call you back. That's why.
Really?
Yeah, Stevie videotapes all the sex he has with
We
women.
have to get some buying signs
Sure.
before you can make it happen.
All right.
All the men are so sensitive now.
Well, what's the score right now, Hotshot?
Well, we have To Tell the Truth 4, Sex Over Glass 0, Afraid of His Mandingo 1,
Right.
Steven's a Dickhead 1, and Wants to Hump Stevie Wonder 1.
Yes. You're on the air. Sex over glass or the truth?
I'll take the truth. I have a comment for Marie, though, is, she just needs to be honest with Will, and, if she doesn't like black guys, then, but the case stands that everything I've heard, she likes black guys, and she just can't admit it.
Oh, you making my mind up for me?
Okay, well, no one's going to make up
Are
your
you
mind
changing
up
my
for you.
preferences? It will
No.
never happen.
Okay, no one's going to make up your mind for you but yourself. Do you want to have Will come in here? You sit down in a proximity of 3 feet and no more. You look him in the eye and you explain to him how he had not a chance as soon as he walked through the door because he's a black man? Or will you play sex over glass with him? Your decision now. Go ahead. What is it?
I'll tell him the truth.
Wow. I don't know if I want to be here for this. Because I'll feel bad for the man.
I feel bad too.
Obviously not bad enough.
You don't feel that bad.
We should give him her tickets to the birthday
Huh?
party.
I don't know if that's really going to make a dent in the sorrow a person must feel because they were ruled out because of something that isn't even necessarily representative of their personality, their character.
Are you making me feel bad because of my sexual
You should feel bad on your own!
Why? Why should I?
Just when you think we're making positive strides in race relations in this country.
In walks in Marie.
People like Marie are still out there.
She wants birthday party tickets. You know Missy Elliott's black, right?
I'm not gonna go. My daughter will go.
All right. Let's bring Will in.
Jeez.
I need to take a break. How far behind could I be?
So far behind it is beyond comprehension.
Jeez. Why does he have to get so dramatic?
Very dramatic.
Because we're further behind than we've ever been.
He says that
before.
every day, by the way.
No, I'm serious.
He breaks the records every day.
He's true today, though.
Take a break. He's not listening. We don't have any. We still have in the green room no ability to hear the show, right? That's always worked out to our benefit. Okay. Take a break. Marie, you want to jot down some thoughts on paper or no?
No, I wanted to say that everybody nowadays is afraid to say what their preferences are because something is just in. Nobody.
And that's true. We love people speaking the truth. We love people being in touch with their true feelings.
Not everybody has to follow the trend.
Isn't it a little narrow-minded? Oh, it's a trend that people are more open-minded?
Like black people's a trend. It'll be out in about 10 years.
Yes, and they want
It's just a fad. It's like high-buckle shoes.
And, yeah.
The T-Man.
Those goofy bastards are just about the best thing I've got going in this crazy world.
This is going to be one of the more unfortunate segments we've ever done. Troubling. And I'm not making it worse, Marie. No, I'm not. And you should have saw how angry she got during the break over Stevie Wonder's call, yelling at him when he's not even here. Feeling like he was misrepresenting a situation that happened. Is that what he did? He misrepresented something?
See, if I'm trying to be nice to somebody, don't even turn things around.
You're being nice by going down and giving him a sample of perfume.
Not a sample, it was a big bottle that just came out.
Yes, and you were nice to go down and
I
give him
was
that.
nice enough to give it to him.
And he took it as you wanting him.
Right.
When there was nothing
So you
of the-
cannot even be nice to a guy.
Without
because they take it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Well, the point is, And let me be the first to tell you, I'm not saying people don't have preferences and shouldn't have preferences. Everyone has a type, obviously. Yeah. And my type even is not to like white women. I'm not into white women. I like women with at least a little ethnicity. But if I were to rule out across the board all white women, here's a perfect example. I'd miss out on a girl like Trisha, who walks in here, blonde hair and blue eyes, and as hot as they come.
Well, obviously, it's pre-programmed in me, so I can't do anything about it.
Is the operative word. Yes, it's programmed in you. We have to go into your wiring.
No, it's predestined in me.
Well, the bottom line is, there's a nice guy.
I know.
I'm assuming
and
outside.
I'm not saying he's not.
Who is going to have to hear that he didn't even have a crack at trying to get you to know him, huh? Right? Because of something that is completely...
Well, no, listen, you're misrepresenting the situation as well.
And how's that?
I have friends who are black. I work with them. It's like nothing.
I work with them.
Right. I'm let them in my house, but...
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad.
But
some of your best friends are black.
My personal...
It's not about black or white, necessarily.
Yeah, it is.
No.
You're making it this way.
No, we're not. I'm not thinking of it that way necessarily at all. It's about just ruling out an entire group or gender or a religious or creed, whatever the case may be, just to rule out a certain segment of society for whatever reason, to me, is narrow-minded. Everyone deserves an opportunity for you to discover what they're all about.
Well, what can I say? I am dysfunctional. What can I say?
It's a fair comment. In the meantime, let us bring in 51-year-old loyal listener Will, who's never participated in the program before, to my knowledge. And the first time he comes into the studio has to be under these circumstances.
Marie's going to put on her robe and her coned hat any second now.
Right.
Feel bad for Will.
Scott!
The first time Will comes down to this program to participate in what we do has to be in this environment. Unfortunate for me, but he is a man who works for Federal Express. He is a man who is divorced, who obviously had a marriage in his life, like you, Marie, go askew for whatever reason. He's a man who is an integral factor in the raising of 3 children. Are they raised yet, sir, or are you still in the process?
They pretty much are raised and stuff right now.
Proud of his company so much, he is wearing clothing that represents Federal Express right now, and it's not a uniform. It is a, what is that, a sweatshirt there?
Yes, sir, it is.
Mm-hmm. And he has to hear, unfortunately, I don't know if you've been privy to what's been going on here in the studio, sir, but this woman that you heard this morning, you called up in a very kind fashion, told her you were a big fan, when everyone, by the way, was bashing her all morning long. Here was Will saying, hey, I really find something about your voice very attractive, and I'd like to come down and meet you so we can get to know each other.
He's willing to give her a shot.
Well,
That's true.
Unfortunately, Will, we have a woman who you are now looking at who has something to tell you. Marie, the floor is yours.
I know. Well, it might make me sound a narrow-minded, and maybe I am, but T-Man. And, well, I just have to tell you the truth.
You're putting on your sweetiest voice. It's so pathetic. Go ahead. Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, my gosh.
Go ahead.
See, well, no, it's just my preference is that I do not date black men. So that's what I have to tell you. And there is nothing,
So you're going to be the greatest guy in the world, Will, and she doesn't care.
Yes. No, I mean, I care. What are you talking about? I do care. It's just like you don't like date, white girls.
I did not say that. I didn't say I don't. I said
that.
my preference is I don't like white girls.
Well,
but
that's
doesn't mean
what I'm saying. It's my preference.
I said if I ruled
that.
out all white girls, I'd miss out on a girl like Trisha over there, who's gorgeous and has a decent enough personality.
10-ass white girl.
I'm sure Will was dying when he walked in, hoping that Trisha was you, by the way.
I got that right.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure.
What I'm saying?
Got that right?
Her over here right now.
So, Will, let us get a comment on what you think about these thoughts of Marie. Do you have anything you want to say back to her right now?
Yeah, I do.
What would you like to say?
What's the problem with black men?
I don't know. There's no problem.
Well,
it's just I've never dated a black man.
What's up?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I love the uncomfortableness.
it's
you don't
true.
want to pick sex
I
over
am
glass?
very uncomfortable. I am.
Would you rather play sex over glass and cut your losses right now?
Well, I mean, if you don't
No,
know
it's
and
nothing
everything, and you
wrong.
can't understand why.
No,
I mean,
it's nothing
have you
wrong
had
with it,
something
Will.
bashing between black men or something like that?
No, never ever.
Well, then
never,
what's the problem?
Ever.
I mean, we all men and everything.
I've never dated
Except
a
the
black
pigmentation of our
man.
skin.
and
Our
it
blood
would-
is all
and it
red,
would
white,
just-
black. What's the problem, especially during Black History Month?
Well, it's not like, oh God, you guys.
Speak up, I can't hear you.
Notice.
You guys are really making me totally uncomfortable and embarrassed, but
Why are you uncomfortable?
because they make it sound like I am a monster, because I rule out a particular, group of people,
And that's
it's
the
not
point.
like
Yeah,
I'm
you
not-
just ruled us out all the way around.
That's
I
the
mean,
point,
what's up
as far
with
as I'm
that?
concerned. It's not a black issue necessarily to me. It's not a
It's not a
white
black
issue.
thing here.
It's just
It's just a
ruling
thing.
out any segment.
but
and ruling out any segment of society. I think
But
it's
you shouldn't
narrow-minded.
even care. I mean, you shouldn't even care about what I prefer or what I don't.
I don't even rule out handicapped women.
Love them.
Me too.
Yeah, high fives for the handicapped women.
Right on.
What do you care, Will?
It's have no clue, do you?
No,
Okay.
it's a dating thing, and that's it. That's
Okay.
it. I
Let's
mean,
take-
I do not rule out any friendships, which I do have with
He
black
doesn't want your
people.
friendship.
Well,
You think Will gives a
exactly.
crap
Men
about
never
being your
want-
friend?
51
Men
needs more
never
friends, right?
Men never want women's
What possibly could you
anyway.
offer in a friendship
Yeah.
anyway, Marie? You have a lot to offer in a friendship?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Tell me
And
why.
I have year-long friends who
Tell me
never abandoned me when I
Year-long?
needed them.
Oh, Lord.
So
She has year-long friends.
year-long.
They expire every 365 days.
Right.
Well, Will,
No, I
hopefully
have
you'll be able to participate in other things we do in the future.
This is
I'm
true.
sorry that we couldn't make you aware of this ahead of time, so
Yeah,
you didn't
I'm
have to
sorry
waste your
Marie's a
time
bitch.
driving down here. Maria's apologized for being a bitch.
I apologize. I apologize.
But your consolation prize is Trisha.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, a consolation prize is a nice hickey from Trisha. Would you take that, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but see,
there
Trisha
you
doesn't
go.
date Federal Express employees. That's the problem.
T-Man.
What time is it?
It's music news with Super Sam.
All right, the moments we have remaining. We'll get a couple of stories out of Trisha, so she's earned her her pay on a 24-hour contract. We'll take a couple of calls. Marie, you made it the whole show, believe it or not.
I know.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either.
But here
especially
you
the last
sit.
hour.
Yes. Couple of calls first. What do you want to do? You want to do your stories first? We'll take a couple of calls. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi. I think that you guys really need to lay off Marie.
And why is that?
Because I feel exactly the same way that she does.
Huh?
And it has absolutely nothing to do with,
No one's in here calling
Exactly,
her
and,
a
you know,
racist
people are
per
scared
se.
to say
We're
it.
just calling her stupid. I don't think anybody should be eliminated before you meet them.
Well, they immediately get so defensive.
I
though,
have
you
my
know?
preferences. I'm not saying it's not human nature. Of course it is to have preferences, to have a type. But to rule out a person before you even meet them, to me, is a little bit narrow-minded and obviously pathetic.
That's a bunch of crap, because if you think about it, there's a lot of guys that say absolutely do not like women that are either overweight, big butts, red
Thank
hair,
you.
whatever. They
different.
absolutely
It's not
no,
different.
it's not.
Nobody likes them.
You know what? It's not any different. And I am exactly the same way. It's
You got a
not
big butt?
anything. No.
Right.
So if the man said it would be better. But
Right.
when I say it, everybody is offended because, especially guys, because they have such,
Show me a
delicate
man
egos.
who's completely ruled out a woman with a big butt before meeting
Men
her.
don't rule out
Oh, my
anything.
God. Yes,
Men don't rule out anything. That's
Right.
right. We're openly equal opportunity screwers.
To get exactly to get laid. But
Exactly, indifferent.
But then we take calls, and our past with you is that you do flirt with black guys. And you
But
have
that doesn't matter. That's still, you know what? I do the same thing. They're nice people.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it doesn't have anything to do. It doesn't have anything to do with that.
Okay. Well, thank you for the
Sounds
call.
like it.
You're on the air. Hello. Hello. You're on the air. Hello. Hello. Yes. How are you? Go ahead.
I say you back off because Terry Free doesn't like white guys.
She doesn't prefer white guys, absolutely. She has a strong preference towards black men. However, Terry Free does not rule out, if she's single, which she's not anymore, she's on her honeymoon right now, she doesn't rule out a white guy before meeting him. She's attracted to a lot of white guys.
She married one, by the way.
Yeah, she was married to one. She just has preferences. Everyone has preferences. Don't get that wrong.
Exactly.
Let's not get that confused. But you're not talking about preferences. You're
I
talking
am
about
talking
eliminating.
about
You're talking about
I'm talking
eliminating
about
a guy like Will before you even met him.
No,
He was
you know
eliminated
exactly what I'm
before
talking
you
about.
met him.
No.
It's a pretty big preference, though.
It's a preference, yeah, but
I mean,
it's
that's
still
a
a preference.
large majority of people.
It becomes something other than a preference when you eliminate before you even meet somebody. Yeah, I prefer guys who aren't black, but I'm willing to meet and find out about each one individually. Like I'm willing to meet every person and find out about each one individually.
I can meet
every person is an individual.
In the world. I can meet people every single second of the day. However, it's my preference. God, and you're twisting it around like you do with everything.
That's me?
Yeah, that's you.
I've made you look better this morning?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yes.
I think you did it all by yourself.
I don't think so.
Huh? Now, Tricia, here you sit, waiting to get out a freaking story already.
Sure, why not?
Yes. It's right there in front of you, I'm sure. Into the microphone, if you will, like you heard on day one of your broadcasting class. What do you have there, Tricia?
The University of Michigan did a study that concluded that men who are chivalrous to women are actually sexist.
Oh! Well, why didn't we bring up that story a long time ago? It obviously requires a lot of discussion. Why are men who are chivalrous sexist, according to the University of Michigan and their study?
Well, they found that men that are chivalrous...
Yes.
They found that men that hold open doors for women
Yes.
also have an attitude that women should stay home in the kitchen.
So men who hold out chairs for women, who open doors for women, are holding back the empowering of women. Is that what we are to conclude from the University of Michigan?
Exactly.
That's why I never held out a chair for a woman. Right. Going back to the day I was born. I believe that is true. Men who hold out a chair for women do look down on women as the inferior being.
Or maybe they're just nice.
I don't. I think there is a quantity of niceness that goes along with it, but also, there is also a modicum of looking down on them as the inferior being. Why don't men have the chair held out for them by women? They'd be offended by that, wouldn't they? Well, wouldn't they?
You asking me? I wouldn't be offended by it.
Yeah, you would. Well, you probably wouldn't.
No, he wouldn't care.
Amy probably holds out the chair from every night.
Right.
It's time for dinner, Stephen. No, keep on the apron. I like it.
The same kind of guy that orders for a woman at the restaurant.
Right.
She'll have the...
Right, she doesn't speak.
Right, exactly.
So I'll order for her. Marie?
Yeah.
Do you like... Oh, you're all frazzled back there, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm picking myself up.
Oh, jeez. Do you like the chair being held out for you?
Oh yeah.
Tell me if you understand some of our points. No one's saying anyone's necessarily completely right or wrong
points,
here, Marie.
yes.
We're just offering a differing opinion than what you have right now.
Yes,
do you understand what
I understand that.
what we've offered to you this morning?
Yes.
Do you at least admit that you've listened to it and you've taken it in and you're going to give it some consideration as to whether we're perhaps more right than you?
It's not a matter of being right
Well,
or
it is.
wrong.
We're more right.
It's not.
There's no doubt about it.
No, it's not.
You're less right and we're more right.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. But yeah, I appreciate.
Well, your Area Nation meeting is around 12 o'clock.
Yeah, right, today.
Yes, you have your swastika? Okay, good.
Go ahead, shape for it.
You're all ready to go.
Yeah.
Tricia, I thank you very much for coming in today live. You look better than ever, as I've said too many times already this morning.
Thank you.
Yes. I wish you would have brought that story up a while ago, because that, as a matter of fact, well, you won't be back down tomorrow, but who's coming in tomorrow? Audrey, the chat line girl? Yeah, she'd be perfect for this story.
Right. She knows some chivalry, right?
Right. Cheers held out for her all the time.
Right.
She's an empowered woman.
Jeez.
What other dysfunctional family members can we expect tomorrow there, Wayman?
We're going to see Star and her mom.
Oh, jeez.
May is going to come down.
All
for
the
an
way,
hour.
May?
Jeez.
Okay, we're all booked. That's pretty obvious. All right, whatever. That's good. Marie?
Yes,
it's been a
sir.
treasure.
Oh, thank
Because you are
it was
one.
It was my pleasure.
You're the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, I am a gift to
I am
this
happy
world.
with all that's gone on this morning, don't think for a second that I'm not happy that you're in the dysfunctional family.
Yeah, I'm so dysfunctional that I deserve to be here.
We are all dysfunctional for our many reasons. Thank you for participating this morning.
Thank you.
Good job, Marie.
Good job, Marie.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon. Now say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Yeah.
T-Man.